All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. All right. It's live. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's get that set up. Let's get set up. Pin that. Pin that. Actually, no point in pinning that. It's just going to disappear. I'll wait to do that. Let me get some hydration. Yeah, I hope that's enough. How you doing, Keegan? What's good? How you doing, Aesthetic? What's good? Just give me a second, right? Do I have everything I need? Got YouTube going. We got TikTok going. Got Twitch linked. I got my water. I think we're good. Free Ren, yeah, I'm up to date on Free Ren. I'm just doing the checklist in my head. I'm pretty sure we have everything we need. I don't need a full battery because we're not streaming that long today. I think we're all right. Hi, my name is Keegan. Well, how you doing, Keegan? I think we're good. I think we're ready to go. If I forget something, I'll get it after. I think we're good. He didn't like One Piece because of the art style. That's okay. All right, so you're gonna have preferences when it comes to art style. That's okay. Did I finally finish Golden Kamuy? I haven't touched Golden Kamuy in a while, so no, I have not. I have not. It's gonna be quite some time till we finish Golden Kamuy. How you doing, Hussam? You got traumatized from what? Guys, I'm not going to understand what you're talking about if you just pop into chat and say random stuff like that. Did I finally finish? A good starter? Like, the thing is, I don't believe in a good starter. Let me elaborate. People like different things. So what makes a good starter for some people or a lot of people may not suit everybody. So I could pick something random that is good, or I could be more specific, tailored to the individual. I don't think Erased is peak. I think it's a good time. I don't think it's peak, but it's good. I saw it like 3 times, so obviously I enjoyed it. Akimega Kill is pretty good. So yeah, like it just gives you something to think about, Hohepa, because there's no rules to a starter. There's no Erased can be a good starter, but like let's say you're trying to introduce anime to someone who's really not into that murder mystery vibe. That's just not their thing. For a lot of people, it's going to be great. For some people, it's not going to be. So like on a large scale, you could say this is, it's simple, it's short, it's enjoyable, like it's got a good story, the characters are good. Yeah, great. But like it's just not going to be everyone's vibe. So you could customize it. Your sound is echoing. I can't really do anything about that because YouTube is you going through my phone. There's nothing I could try and angle my phone so it's not. Michael, there's nothing I can do. Like YouTube is using my phone. I can't change that. You seen Plastic Memories? I have. It's pretty good. I only like romance. So I try and change your perspective on that. Because when you tell yourself you only like romance, you hesitate to try anything new. Now, are there plenty of good romance? Absolutely. So you could try something like Sign of Affection, My Love Story, Snow White with Red Hair, Go Sick, and so on. Summer Hikaru Dad, haven't seen it. And how you doing, Beige? Not Beige, Bagel. The timing of your live is getting a bit random, I think. Hussam. You probably weren't listening then. My YouTube lives are random. My YouTube lives are random. My Twitch has a schedule. My YouTube does not. Because I'm focusing most of my lives on Twitch, and YouTube I come on when I have a chance. Just finished Kuma's life, needs to settle for... Oh, you just finished Kuma's life story? Okay, fair enough. Are you watching Sentenced to be a Hero? I am. Do I remember? How you doing, Michael? Bro, race tier list. What are you race tier list, dude? That's not funny. Like that's not funny. Have I seen Ippo? It's a 10 on 10. I mean, sometimes the fan service can be a little weird, like when Ippo sees like a. Sometimes it can be a little weird, but most of the time it's a 10 on 10. Boruto I did not find was worth watching, but Blue Vortex is hopefully better than what we've gotten so far. Gundam, I'm not into it. Is Dragon Ball good? I like Dragon Ball, depending on which part of it we're talking about. It's kind of a big series. Thoughts on Ice? Oh, you mean if you mean like ice in my water, then good. If you mean Ice, the terrorist organization in a route like attacking Americans, then bad. Ippo fan service is very rare. It's not over the top. If it was over the top, I would not love Ippo as much as I do. So like, I can look past it. But when it's there, it's kind of annoying. Dressed Up Darling is not my favorite. What's a good action series? Like, the thing is, action is so broad. I'll say Fate. I'm just gonna pick the Fate series. Are you liking JJK? I am. One Piece. I watch it. You gotta watch Kingdom at some point. At some point. Orange. I forgot if I've seen it. I feel like I have. Maybe. I'm not even sure if I have, to be honest. Okay, look, I like Fairy Tail as much as the next person, I guess, probably. Free Ren all the way. Have I seen 86? Not yet. Even Pandas Cry. Even Pandas. I know exactly what you're talking about. Anime that surprised how much I liked it? That surprised me. That surprised how much I liked it. You know what? Ippo, honestly, because like I've seen plenty of good sports anime, but that one hit particularly hard. I don't collect any manga. How you doing, Ho Heppo? Thank you for the follow. Luffy or Eren? I'm more of a Luffy guy myself. What's insane? Thank you, Sean, for the follow as well. Couldn't get through Free Run, was so boring. I mean, here's the thing. You're allowed to have your opinion. You're allowed to like or not like a series. So I'm not going to give you a hard time. I love it. If it's not your thing, okay. Not going to bully you for it. What you know about Hajime no Ippo? I've seen it more times than probably all of you. I've probably seen it more times than all of you. Favorite power system, Nen or Alchemy, could go either way. Tell Arthur, I don't know who Arthur is, but okay. ReZero's pretty good too. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter if an opinion is common, as long as the opinion is your own. As long as you're not being a sheep and you don't like something because you've come to that conclusion yourself, then okay, who cares? What's my number one? I don't have a number one. Favorite? Can I visit? No. Shadow, stop being weird. Crazy take on. What's crazy? That I've seen Ippo more than most people? I've seen Ippo all the way through at least 4 or 5 times. Everyone I need help. I'm trying to get into manga and I could use some I'm not a manga person, so I would encourage chat to jump in, and if you have recommendations for Lucid, go on in. Loving the Magnamon rep, thank you. I'm a Magnamon fan. How you doing, Benson? Thank you for the follow, Alex. Great Pretender, have not seen. Naruto's your number one. I mean, Naruto's really good. I've seen Naruto multiple times as well. When I finish Expedition 33, it's probably going to be a while, to be honest. If you have a question, just ask the question. Because, like, this entire... just ask the question. Have I watched Evangelion? I tried to. Wasn't really my thing. The thing is, I don't really watch comedies much. I'm not saying I never watch comedies. I just... very rarely do I ever look at them. Orb, haven't seen it. Hell's Paradise, I'm enjoying. Ranma, have not seen it yet. But JoJo's, I've seen up until part 4, and I've enjoyed all of it so far. Evangelion's not. I didn't. Okay, so I never said Evangelion was a comedy. I was responding to a different comment, dude. Not every comment is a response to yours. But I don't like Evangelion. My Love Story is really good. It's funny. It's got some funny moments for sure. I believe anime is mostly animation. I believe anime is mostly animation, so anything. I mean, yes, anime is short for animation. Opinion on Shadow? Shadow, come on. I'm not. I don't know what to do with you. The mightiest. Oh yeah, Kenichi is coming back. I did see that in the manga though. Kenichi's getting a manga sequel specifically. Even from a hater, I don't get why anime fans debate each other on like. I mean, I don't get why anime fans hate on each other either. Sound Euphonium, I have seen. It's pretty good. Should I continue Berserk? It depends. If you mean the anime, well, it's short because the '97 anime is pretty short. The 2016 is abysmal, and the manga, yeah, for sure. If you ask other people, anime is only Japanese. Well, the thing is, they're wrong. They're objectively incorrect. Do I think the original Digimon Tamers? Oh, so season 3. Okay, so Digimon Tamers is the title for Digimon season 3 with like Guilmon, Tentomon, like not Tentomon. I know it's Guilmon, Renamon, and Terriermon. So if you mean the Digimon, if you mean the original season 1, yeah, if you meant season 1, then we've already gotten a conclusion with that through the Digimon Tri and Digimon Kizuna movie. So if you've seen Kizuna, I'm sorry that you have to go to therapy. You ready for RE9? I am not, because I've actually never played Resident Evil. I think Fullmetal Alchemist is brilliant. I am currently watching Pokemon. Did I know that... Okay. One Piece is socialist. Like Oda is known as a socialist, and One Piece is extremely socialist coded. Okay. And Odd Taxi's pretty good. What's your favorite? I don't currently have a favorite. Thank you for sharing the live, Danny. I appreciate that. I've been right to tell anime is short for animation. I mean, here's the thing. People think that anime is only Japanese, but then there's no strict criteria for what makes an anime Japanese. So like, if you look at some of the biggest anime that exist, some of them are written in America but then adapted in Japan or Korea, or they're written in Japan or China or whatever, and then animated in the States or Canada, whatever. So like, there's all this crossover, there's all this overlap. So I don't think there's a really clear distinction. Do I know? Welcome to the Outcast Restaurant. It was decent. Outcast Restaurant is decent. It was fine. Wasn't impressed, but I finished it. Thank you, Mary, for the follow. How far do I think the last Airbender would survive in Demon Slayer? I mean, I think Avatar would do very well in Demon Slayer. I live in Turkey and it's like 3 a.m. If it's 3 a.m., I would tell you to go to sleep. Like, as much as I enjoy having more viewers, it does really help the channel. I encourage my viewers to actually get a healthy amount of sleep. It's only 7 here, so I'm fine. What are some anime you think is S tier? Oh, S tier? Okay, that I can do. Fullmetal Alchemist, Frieren, Vinland Saga, did I say Brotherhood? I think I said Brotherhood already. I will say My Love Story. I will say Snow White with Red Hair. I'll say Maji. I'll say Hunter x Hunter. Yumi. I don't even know what that is, but okay. The best devil fruit? Depends what you want that to get out of your devil fruit. Like, personally, I would choose not to have a devil fruit. What's my opinion on Mob Psycho? I think it's fantastic. Highly recommend it. It's really, really good. Opinion on the best romance? I like Snow White with Red Hair as my go-to because it's got adventure, it's got great world building, it's got great character development, it has a wonderful cast, it's got everything I want. It's got wholesomeness, cuteness, action, everything. What do I think is the best? Again, I don't think there is a best devil fruit. I think it comes down to what you're trying to do, like what you'd want to accomplish with your fruit. If it's just fighting, then it's going to come down to how competent you are. I objectively do not believe there's a best fruit. Have I seen the new anime? Yes, I've seen Sentenced to be a Hero. I do think it's pretty good. I think it has the potential to be one of the best new series this year. I recommend Summertime. I will get to it eventually. Have I watched Black Clover? I think it's very good. Do I think it's the best kind of magic? No. Magic is a pretty commonly used power system. The whole Grimoire thing has been done before. I think it's a great series, though. It's not like my favorite power system or anything, but it's a good series. In my opinion, best Devil Fruit is Whitebeard. I mean, again, depends what you're trying to do. If you're just talking about pure destruction, then okay, you can talk like a Kainu's or Whitebeards or something, but there's more to it than just how much damage can you do to the environment. If you were to have a Devil Fruit, I would choose none. I would go like this. I'd go Red-Haired Pirate style, no Devil Fruit. Drink water? I have water. I came prepared. Don't worry, I'm good. AOT? It was good. I enjoyed it. Best character development in Hunter x Hunter. My personal favorite is going to be Meruem. I would also say Killua is up there. I'd also like to see more from Leorio, but those are my top two. What's this channel about? Mostly anime, occasionally some video games. We do stream on Twitch quite a bit, which, by the way, guys, you should follow me on Twitch. I am watching Fate Strange Fake. I'm enjoying it. It's not my favorite part of the Fate series, but it's a good time. How you doing, ML? What anime do I recommend? I like action. I mean, that again, that's like a... I'll just say Parasite. Arc Raid? I don't know it. Favorite power system? Nen or Alchemy. Who do I think is... here's the thing. I don't know how strong Sung Jin-woo is. Like, I'm just gonna... I don't read the manga. Manhwa, sorry. I don't know how strong Sung Jin-woo is. A kind of random One Piece lore question. Do I think Law will survive? I do think Law will. I think Law's alive now, and I do think he will survive the series, yes. Is Doflamingo versus Jack? I mean, Jack has a higher bounty. I think Doflamingo is the more competent fighter, but, like, I think Doflamingo's smart enough to find a way to beat Jack, even though Jack is probably technically, like, physically stronger. I imagine. I do think Hero Academia is good. Is Soul Leveling just fights and bad story? No. I do not agree with that. I think in the anime for Solo Leveling, the story is simple. It hasn't really explored the world building very much. I do think the side cast gets left on the side, and it's very much Jinwoo aura farming most of the time. I do think the side cast needs a bit more, which I do know they get at some point in time, especially what's her face? I forgot her name. The girl, the blonde, really strong girl. Anyways, the one with the sensitive nose. I know she gets a bunch of development as well. But it's not a bad story. I'm enjoying myself. If it was bad, I would not like it as much as I do. My friends say it's just way too much. It's way too much. Okay, here's the thing. That is a select group of the fan base being weird. So, like, Deku and Bakugo in the series are perfectly normal. If you ignore the creepy fans and just interact with the reasonable people, they're not doing that. But I could say that about literally any anime. I could say that about... You could say, AOT has awful fans. You could say Dragon Ball has awful fans. You could say One Piece has awful fans. Sometimes they are. Sometimes they're great. Just find the people who are reasonable. If someone is, like, shoving a show down your throat or is doing really creepy stuff or harassing people, then ignore those people. Ignore those ones. Tokyo Revengers. I finished Tokyo Revengers season 1, and it never really hooked me. I just forced myself to finish it. 86, haven't seen it. Yeah, exactly. But I do think Hero Academia is worth the watch. I do think it's worth trying. If you like it, great. If you don't, that's okay too. Is JJK a good starter? It can be. I mean, it's going to come down to the individual, but you can certainly start with it. Should I start Naruto? I like it, sure. Here's the thing. You can say that about any series. Like, I don't know if I'm going to stick with it. If a series seems interesting to you, then try it. Then just try it. And if you like it, great. And if you don't like it, that's also fine. You can move on. There's always there's creepy people in every fan base. You just gotta either call out or just avoid the people who are, I avoid them. I want to watch Bleach, but it does have a lot of filler, so skip the filler. If you don't want to watch filler, you could easily Google, hey, which episodes of Bleach are filler? Like, can you just like break it up into like, this is canon, this is filler, and then skip the filler. No problem. You don't have to watch it. Over 500 episodes is crazy. Here's the thing. I can respond to this a few different ways. Like, okay, 500 episodes. Actually, technically, Naruto is 720 episodes if we're not even counting Boruto, because 220 in the original, 500 in the Shippuden, plus movies as well. But you can skip the filler if you want to, and there's a lot of filler in Naruto. And second, you don't have to feel like you have to catch up immediately. You can watch it at your own pace. And if you're someone who has like a very strict time management, like you just don't have time to commit to a longer series and you just feel like it's not worth it, okay, valid enough. What is filler? It is non-canon content. So it's just like it's not connected to the main timeline of the story. Did I watch One Piece in sub or dub? I tried dub at one point. I didn't like it. I watch it sub. Is it me or filler usually have? So I most of the time filler does not have better animation. It's pretty rare that I see filler with better animation than the usual episodes. I don't like Evangelion. Tamins, I don't know what Tamins is. Beck, I don't know Beck. Do I think solo leveling is over? Here's the thing. I don't look at ratings. Like when you ask is something overrated or underrated, I don't look at. I have no reference to that. You can ask me what I think about it. I think solo leveling is good. I like it. I'm not saying it's the best thing ever, but I have a good time watching it, and I can explain why. That's pretty much it. I don't think JJK has like any filler at all. Pretty much. I can't off the top of my head think of any. How you doing, Dot? How you doing, Dot? What I don't like, Evangelion, I simply got bored. I simply was falling asleep. Could not stay awake. Gachakuta, I love the first season. Best romance, there is no objectively best romance. It's always going to be subjective. No matter what you do, it's always going to be subjective. Snow White with Red Hair is my go-to. Honestly, I find rating things such a juice out of watching. Exactly, I feel the same way, Ashton. Sometimes a quick catch-up summary in YouTube videos is enough for canon and filler. I mean, like, here's the thing. Filler's completely optional. If you are having a great time with the show and you just want to watch all the content, watch the filler. If it's not for, or sometimes the filler's good, sometimes the filler's bad. Up to you. Demon Slayer is decently good. Black Lagoon is worth watching, absolutely. Here's the thing. Instead of worrying about what other people say about a series, like, oh, I heard this series is good, I heard this series is bad. It's fine to listen to critiques. It's fine. But like, if a show seems interesting, or it's like you're just curious, you don't even have to be like, I'm really invested in this. If you're curious enough to try it, then just try it for yourself. So decide for yourself if you like it or not. I have not seen every. No, it's impossible to see every anime. It's physically impossible. If I could think, if you think JJK does have a filler episode, like when they did a whole episode about explaining so like that's not filler. You could say that like they took a while to like. I actually thought that episode was fine. Like, the Culling Games is not as complex as people think it is. It's just the walls of text. Like the walls and walls and walls of text that you have to read like 1,000 words a second to keep up with it. But it's really not that complicated. For once, I'm here to watch and not argue about why Akihiko's a good guy. Okay. I feel like every anime has... Exactly. Every series has criticism. AOT, everything about it is perfect to me. I mean, again... I don't like to view any show as perfect because then, like, you become incredibly biased. I guess everyone has biases, right? Everyone has biases. But I don't think any show is perfect. No show is perfect, regardless of how much I like it. The Tornado Girl from One Punch Man, Tatsumaki, she's okay. Don't really like her. The art direction in JJK, I've liked JJK's art style the entire time. MHA, I enjoy that too. Do I play anime games? Not really. I play like sci-fi, science fantasy, science fiction games. Are you watching the new Fate? I am. It's decently good. Can you tell animes that I found peak? Vinland Saga, Brotherhood, Frieren, My Love Story, Snow White with Red Hair, Hajime no Ippo. How many do you want? Attack on Titan is perfect. There's no such thing. I personally don't like Attack on Titan that much. Like, I enjoy it, but not that much. What's your best romance? Snow White with Red Hair is my favorite. Vinland Saga and I mean, yeah, Vinland Saga is really good for me. Do I play Pokemon though? I have Z to A, which I thought was decent. Like, I wasn't impressed. I didn't hate it, didn't love it. It was like, okay, it was fine. What is wrong about AOT? Well, here's this thing. Remember I mentioned how no show is perfect because people like different things? For me, people ask me every stream, what do I like? I like shows that make me feel good, that de-stress me, that make me feel relaxed and comfy and cozy most of the time. And if it has darker moments, that at least it sometimes alleviates that sense of stress and anxiety. Like it has moments where it relieves that tension. AOT is depression after depression after depression after depression. It's literally just death. It's just, oh, you like this character? They're gonna die, or they're evil, or they're evil and are gonna die, or like mass genocide, or like it's just, there's no point in AOT where I just felt like the stress, like where it just like toned down. It was just depression. It puts me in a very bad mental state. Dr. Stone, I like Dr. Stone. So boring. So no, Mutaz, if you are someone who needs constant high pace all the time, nothing but action, 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 you might lack any sort of critical thinking, or you might be like, you can't focus, or you can't read subtext, or like there's something missing there. If you need constant action all the time. Watch Sonic X? I actually didn't. Can I share my One Piece? Feel free to if you want to share theories, as long as it's not spoilers, because I'm not up to date. Favorite non-Straw Hat One Piece? I actually don't have a favorite One Piece character. I actually just don't have a favorite One Piece character because there's too many good characters. Thoughts on Death Note? I liked it, but like I didn't love it. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I liked the first half a lot more than the second half. I remember enjoying the ocean scene, and then Eren started. I liked the ocean scene in AOT. Like when they realized, when they finally reached like the shoreline, I thought that was a great moment. Yeah, I thought that was really good. So I guess you could say that was like a stress relieving moment in the series, but though that didn't last very long, did it? With AOT, you need to be thinking every time. Well, here's the thing. That's not what I mean. So, Ken's, that's not what I mean. You're saying with AOT, you need to be thinking every time. You can't be stupid. So you're wrong there. You're missing the point entirely. You took cozy and you said not thinking. That's not what I mean. AOT is dark and depressing all the time. All the time. There's little moments of like tiny, specks of hope and optimism, and then just constant despair. And that's just not why I watch anime. I like something I watch anime in my downtime to de-stress, What is this live stream about? Mostly anime. Favorite painter? I don't really have a favorite painter. Actually, you know what? Samuel Nett. I'm trying to escape reality, so slice of life and romance. So are insanely boring. I can't do. So here's the thing. I'm not trying to escape reality. I love reality. I'm having a great time with my life. But anime is my downtime. It is my de-stressing time because I literally work all day long. So I need something to step away. Is Brotherhood better than the original? It comes down to personal preference, though. Like, some might say yes, some might say no. If you're asking me, I never finished the original. I need to do that. But from what I've seen so far, I would say Brotherhood is better. But again, there's some reason why people might prefer the original. What do I think of Rascal? Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. I dropped it right away. Not my thing. And also, Cody, thank you for the rose. What episode am I on in One Piece? I've been up to date since the very beginning. I got confused by the time skip in AOT. That's because you probably got confused for one of two reasons. Because it kind of jumps from one thing to another with no real explanation, and you kind of have to realize where you're at. And two, the time gap between the release of that season and the final season was quite a bit, so you might have just completely lost track of where you were in the show. Barakamon is pretty good. Isekais, Digimon. You could go down the Digimon rabbit hole. The Fairy Tail ending. So it depends what you mean, because there's Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, because Fairy Tail's ongoing, and 100 Year Quest season 1 I thought was terrible. I did not like it at all. So in that case, no. If you mean Fairy Tail final season, then I liked it. Law of Lucky's pretty good. Did I have low? So here's the thing: I don't go in with expectations. I don't go in with any expectations. I go in to start a new show. I expect nothing, nothing at all, unless it's unless it's a new season to a show I've already started. Then I just go in. If I like it, keep going. If I don't like it, I drop it. Simple as that. Did I watch Black Clover? Yes. Did I like it? Yes. I want to play what game? I think a One Piece character you have to guess through any 10 questions. I'm probably bad at, honestly, as much as I watch One Piece, I'd probably suck at that unless it's really easy. Like, I'm being honest. I'm being honest about my abilities. I think I probably suck. Was the Promised Neverland? I haven't seen Promised Neverland. I recently realized that Griffith wasn't that. No, Griffith is not a good guy. He initially you might think he is, and like he kind of is. Just not for very long. I semi-new to anime. I've watched Death Note, Dragon Ball, so shonen, sports shonen, battle shonen. Death Note, other animes I should watch? Well, here's the thing. It comes down to what is interesting to you. You're only watching sports shonen, like sports and battle shonen, which is okay to start with. That's fine. You could go Erased, Hunter x Hunter. Those are pretty good. Opinion on Full Metal. I think Full Metal is brilliant. Can I recommend an anime that I've already watched? AOT and Death Note. So, again, shonen and shonen. Vinland Saga, I guess. Heavenly Delusion, haven't seen it. Haikyuu, I've seen 3 times, actually. Take on Death Note's ending? I mean, depends what you mean. If you mean, like, spoiler warning for end of Death Note, like you mean like Light getting killed? Very much deserved. I was waiting for that. If anything, it should have happened sooner. Evangelion was not for me. I also think Kirito's a good guy. I mean, I don't think Kirito's a good guy. I don't like Kirito. Watch Heavenly Delusions. I will not watch it right now. Did I watch the Infinity Castle? I saw it. Was not impressed. It's pretty, but I did not love the Infinity Castle movie. 1 on 10? Here's the thing. 1 on 10. Detective Conan. Code Geass was not for me. Dragon Ball Super. I love the Broly movie. The Broly movie was great. Because there's different categories of characters, buddy, and you can't rank who is the best. I guess though. Okay, I think the person who wants to play the One Piece character game, I think that guy wants to play the game with you. Favorite short series? I don't have a favorite short series because that's kind of too broad. It's too broad. I will say Bartender Glass of God is good. I will say Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today is good. I'll say Erased is good. Lost in Space, haven't seen it. Wonder Egg, haven't seen it. I don't think Kirito's I don't think Kirito's a good guy. I don't. Have I watched Seven Deadly Sins? I've seen it, and Four Nights of the Apocalypse. FMA, I have seen it multiple times as well. Dragon Ball or Bleach? Dragon Ball Z or Bleach. The thing is, I think Dragon Ball Z I enjoy more. I might give it to Dragon Ball Z. Is your character before time? Okay. Oh my bad. Have I watched Hellsing Ultimate? I did. I watched it like 2 months ago. It was good. I liked it. Fairy Tail, I've seen it. Yeah, seen all of it. I'm up to date. Hopefully the 100-year quest gets better because so far it's not very good. Records of Ragnarok, I dropped it. Couldn't do it. I was bored out of my mind. Do I think adult Naruto? I don't know. Like, here's the thing. If you're going to ask me power scaling questions, 99.9999% of the time, I simply do not know. Did I watch Suzume? I did. I liked Suzume. Welcome, Vincel. If I have an idea on what is, you can guess. I'm like having like I can't play the game and watch chat at the same time. I'm sorry. Do I like JoJo's? I do. It is very boring. Yeah, I dropped it too. What is your favorite MHA character? Mirio. Gotta be Mirio. Blue Box. Haven't seen it yet. I will eventually. I am watching JJK. What anime that you've seen has the longest title? I don't know. I'd actually just have to scroll through my watch list. I don't know off the top of my head. Like, it's probably not that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I guarantee I've seen longer. Do I have a favorite main character? No. That I'll never have. Thank you, Mangoose, for the follow. So 67, you're spamming, so you're banned, dude. Honestly, the new season of Record of Ragnarok is good. I couldn't. Here's the thing. I was fine with the premise. Like, the premise of Record of Ragnarok, a tournament between, mortals and gods. I'm fine with it. But it's basically just fights. That's all it is. It's just fights. And some of the fights are good. Some of them are okay. Some of them, like, again, it goes back and forth. But, like, it didn't hold my interest. It did not hold my interest. And most of the characters did not hold my interest. I have seen Infinity Castle. Is it a big part of the movie? Ever watch Bungo Stray Dogs? I still need to watch it. Don't worry, I will. Did I know that anime is a way connected to the bombing of Hiroshima? Well, some anime is, yeah. JJK Season 3. I like JJK. Have I watched Hunter x Hunter? I've seen it. I don't remember how many times I've seen Hunter x Hunter. Probably at least 3. At least 3. Favorite Death Note character? Then L. Followed by Ryuk. I feel like One Piece does spoil the episodes to a degree. I mean, sometimes the One Piece... Well, I feel like a lot of anime episodes tell you exactly what's going to happen. It's not really a One Piece thing. Dawn, I dropped it after Season 1. So I like Jack the Ripper. Like, Jack the Ripper was probably one of my favorite characters in the series. Not saying I loved Ragnarok to begin with, but he was a standout for me. I do watch One Piece. I like it quite a bit. How you doing, Anime King? Zoe, I enjoyed Zoe. I know a lot of people thought Zoe was boring, but again, I liked it. Did I watch Hell's Paradise? I'm up to date. I'm watching it. I'm up to date. One Piece over Death Note. I ain't no hater. You can enjoy any series you want, man. So if you like one, again, I'm not going to judge you for having your preferences. Is your character 1 in 6? You watch dub sometimes. Dragon Ball, yes. Seven Deadly Sins, yes. Pokemon, yes. Digimon, yes. So it depends on the series. Obito, I like Obito. Not my favorite villain, but he's up there. See you later, Dot. Is My Hero the best new gen? Not for me, but I enjoy Hero Academia. I'm a fan. See you later, Lalu. I'm watching this show you recommend while you're streaming. Cool. Feel free to do that. Like, I don't mind being background noise. And thank you, Dot, for the rose. What's the difference between shonen and seinen? The target audience. Shonen is the target audience is teenage boys. Seinen is older men. Can't wait for the new Dragon Ball. I'm looking forward to it. Favorite quirk? Permeation or Momo's, using lipids to create objects. I like it. Kind of hard to use, but, well, both of those are hard to use, actually. How you doing, Terrain? I do like Vinland Saga quite a bit. I started Steins Gate. I tried it. It wasn't really my vibe, but go for it. Biggest anime hot take? The thing is, I don't really have that many hot takes. I think it's easier for me to respond to other people's hot takes. Maybe I should try harder to come up with those. Like, maybe it's because I don't really care to come up with them? I'll try and think of more. I'll put in some effort to come up with more. Hunter x Hunter or One Piece? One Piece. You seen Gurren Lagann? I tried to, couldn't do it. You gotta stick through the first 10 episodes or straight boring, which here's the thing, I'm not doing that. If you expect me to be bored, an average episode is 20 minutes, right? 20 minutes. So that means almost 4 hours of content, of boredom. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Electro Wizard, I don't really care who solos who. Favorite underrated, I don't really have a favorite underrated series because I don't even have a underrated series. I don't look at ratings. Berserk 97 is the best anime created. Look, I'm a Berserk fan. Like, don't get me wrong, but no. I love Frieren personally. If I could choose one, which Titan AOT would I like to be? I wouldn't want to be a Titan. If you're a Titan, you die in like 10 years. Regardless of what Titan power you give me, I'm not ever using it. It's no. If you're then I don't care what. If you're forcing me to pick a Titan, I don't care which one because I'm not ever activating it. Berserk is kind of bad because Casca is so annoying. I disagree. Well, Casca's not annoying. Casca is great. Well, the thing is, if you mean after she goes through, trauma that leaves her in like a mentally incapacitated state. That's not boring. She's traumatized. Do you think solo leveling copied Hunter x Hunter? No. Okay, because of ants? Dude, come on. Do I look at your own ratings, though? Not really, because I don't even have favorites. The only reason I'm able to pick favorites at all is because people keep pestering me to make them. If you guys never asked me, hey, like, what's your top 3 or 5 or whatever, I would never have a list in any capacity. I don't rate anything. It's like, oh, I like this show for these reasons, or I didn't like these parts. Like I didn't like the writing here. I didn't like the character development here. I thought the pacing here was not that good. I thought the animation here was really good. Like I can give critiques. But I don't have like, oh, this was a 6 on 10, this was an 8 on 10. Like, yeah, I don't have any of that. AOT was pretty good. Vinland Saga was fantastic. Which regiment would I join in AOT? Probably, I'm an adventurous sort. I don't like to be kept in confined spaces. So like, probably the scouts. Would I die? Probably, but I'd rather be dead than trapped inside of a cage. Naruto has influenced most anime. I'm going to disagree with you. Is Naruto highly influential? Sure. Is it highly impactful, popular, mainstream, whatever? Yeah, sure. But there's no way you could prove that. You can hate Casca, but calling her annoying. I mean, here's the thing. You can find anyone you want annoying, but like, I'm going to ask you to elaborate on that. Gon versus Kidnot. All she does is want Griffith and blame Guts for nothing. No one. So first of all, people do act like that, and Casca had a crush on Griffith, so that's a real thing. She didn't. You mean she blamed Guts for not rescuing him fast enough? I feel like you're missing a lot. Do I think Naruto has the best unemployment music? I don't even know what that means. Astro or DBZ? I don't know what you mean. I feel like I missed the first half of that question. Do I recommend Dr. Stone? To a point, yes. I think it's a good series. Do I think Studio Bones should have taken Season 3 of One Punch Man instead of JC? I mean, Season 3 of One Punch Man was just really bad. So, like, I don't know what happened. I heard it was like there was also like they were rushed for time and they didn't really actually get started till really close to release date. There's maybe budgeting issues. I'm not really on top of the reasons why that happened, but could other studios have done a better job? Very likely. Bones is a good studio. I think Hunter x Hunter is worth the watch. I think Plastic Memories is worth the watch. Someone told me Hunter x Hunter copied Naruto, but like, here's the thing. People like to throw around the word copy, and it's rarely ever the case. I think a lot of series take inspiration from each other, but the thing is, manga authors tend to like encourage and support each other, while anime fans, especially ones on social media with no ability to use critical thinking, they like to attach themselves to a particular show and then just say they're copying, when often they take great inspiration from other authors and they just, like to hate. Most manga creators are friends. Yeah, a lot of manga creators are friends. Hunter x Hunter and Sailor Moon, the authors are married, guys. Naruto and One Piece, the authors are friends. They're like good friends. My roommate is levitating. Okay. An animation studio I like. Ghibli, Bones. Yeah. I don't know how many you want me to name, but sure, those two are good. What anime should I watch next? I need ideas. What kind of vibe? I mean, I'll pick something random for you. I'll pick. What am I gonna pick today? I'll pick I'm gonna pick Metabots. What is your thoughts on Hunter x Hunter and character development? Depends on the character, but like some of them are great. Kurapika, really good. Meruem, really good. Killua, really good. So a lot of times they're hits. Have I watched Hellsing Ultimate? I have. Which anime is better than Berserk or Bleach? To be fair, I think Berserk's anime is rarely done like justice for the manga. The 97 is good, but like I don't think it's better than Bleach. I'm gonna go with Bleach. Morley? Did you mean Moral? Forgot the gray-haired, the big Jack guy. I like him. I reached episode 600 of One Piece. Nice job. I like him. I really like him. Which studio would best adapt Berserk? Here's the thing. I don't know. One thing I need to work on, I say this every stream. I need to do a better job of keeping track of studios and who's producing what, because people keep asking me my opinions on studios, and I'm not on top of it. I need to do better at that. I loved how JJK made a joke about how Yuji wanting a Rasengan or a Bankers. I feel like I missed that then. Have I cosplayed? And I've been cosplaying since 2012. So yes, I have cosplayed many people. In fact, at our next apartment, when we're moving next month, we're gonna have a cosplay workshop in the background. So like the camera behind me, you're gonna have like my paintings up on the wall. You're gonna have my cosplay rack. You're gonna have a sewing machine. You're gonna have my whole cosplay studio behind me. Yep, I'm building a cosplay workshop in my new apartment. Did I like Plastic Memories? Yes. Do I think Alucard is one of the best anti-heroes? I think he's a brilliant character, but is he I don't know if he's my favorite anti-hero. He's a great character, don't get me wrong. I don't know. I'd have to think on that. Did I think Joy Boy's voice was appropriate? Yeah. It had like a very like confident but like kid-like it felt comfortable. It felt gentle. It felt like Luffy. So I think yes. Did I watch Free Run Season 2? Yes. Fate, I've seen a lot of it. So yes. I have not seen Orb. You're going to go read Bleach? Enjoy. You can also read Bleach while you're here, so you don't have to go. I do not draw. Drawing is not my specialty. What would I say was the biggest plot twist? So here's the thing. Depends on what kind of plot twist you like. I would say like Odd Taxi has some good plot twists. I'd say Platinum End has some good plot twists. I know the AOT fans want me to say AOT, so I will. I think Hunter x Hunter has some pretty decent plot twists. Manga or anime, does it depend? I mean, you can enjoy both. I mean, if you're saying is one better than the other, then no. I think sometimes the manga is better than the anime, and sometimes the anime is better. Can one be better than the other? Sure. But I think that's a case-by-case basis. I have not seen Summer Hillary Died. I know you meant Hikaru, but no, I have not seen it. Caden, can you like not do that? I'm gonna ignore comments like that. So just don't. Just don't. Oh my god. Let's see. When does One Piece get good? Episode 1. Elbaf. I'm looking forward to Elbaf. It's only another what? 2 months? February, March. Yeah, like 2-ish months. Cyberpunk, I haven't seen it yet. I have not read Pum Pum, but I know what it is. If it gets animated, I'll watch it. How you doing, Gotcha? What do I think of? Already read all those. Death Note. Death Note for me was decent. Like, I didn't love it. I liked the first half, not so much the second. MHA was great. Animes with good world building. I'm not going to say One Piece because that's too obvious. I'm going to say Log Horizon and Dr. Stone. You seen White Album 2? I have not. Ichigo versus Kenpachi is still one of my favorite fights in the series. Have I seen Mo? Stop it. What's one anime you think should definitely get another season? Hajime no Ippo. It literally stopped after a flashback, and we never got more, and it makes me sad. Which anime is the best from the big three? If we're talking specifically anime, so not like your favorite, like, I think Naruto is my favorite anime from those. You look corny in that profile picture? Here's the thing, though. I don't care if I look corny. I don't care if I look dumb. I don't care if I look weird. I don't take myself that seriously. Maybe I'll update it at some point. Maybe I'll do a cosplay photo next. I don't know. I just don't worry about it. It's better than a crop photo I grabbed off of Google. Plot twist of hero turned villain. Plot twist of hero turned villain? I mean, Griffith was a hero who turned villain. Good anime with sad ending. Good anime with a sad ending. It does depend on what you consider sad, because, like, for example, Platinum End, some might say is sad. You could say that. What am I trying to think of? I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Some might say Future Diaries had a sad ending. Assassination Classroom. Do I have a favorite anime? I don't. And so, Caden, I've asked you to stop more than once, so I'm gonna have to block you at this point, dude. Gonna have to block you. I've asked you. Have an honest opinion on MHA? I always give my honest opinion, and I like MHA. Black Clover popping off when? We don't have a release date. It's sometime in the fall, I think. Favorite romance? Snow White with red hair. Where I scale Hunter x Hunter? It's in the 9s for me. It's very good. I wouldn't have watched it like 3 times, 4 times if I hadn't. Don is top 5. Not for me, personally. Does One Piece deserve the hate? Let me explain this. I'm going to give let's break this down. This isn't a One Piece thing. This is a popular series thing. And there's a few reasons why a show will get hate. One, if you are one of the fans who takes any series and shoves it down people's throat, you're going to get people to hate it because you're being annoying. Number 2, when a show is really popular, a lot of people are seeing it. So some people will like it, some people won't. And some people will take it as a direct insult when someone doesn't like a show that they like. And I think that's ridiculous. I think as long as the person's coming to that conclusion themselves and they're not being a sheep and they can explain why they like or don't like a show, then it doesn't really matter. And yeah. What was my favorite arc of One Piece? I would say Wano. I like pizza, yes. Opinion on JoJo's? I like JoJo's. Dorohedoro I still need to watch. How you doing, mate? Are you going to watch the new Hell's Paradise? I'm watching it now, so yes. I will just continue to watch it. Dot, do you want to get banned? Because I've already banned the last guy for spamming that. Stop it. The Ninja War is the best war? I can't give it the best war. It's a good war, but like, Any thoughts on the latest Chainsaw Man chapters? I'm not reading it. Spider-Man 2, I'm not playing it currently. Okay, Dot, I've already warned you, so you are timed out for the live. Guys, it's not a lot of rules to follow, so you are gone for the day. See you later. Do I think a Studio Pierrot didn't pull out their budget on Boruto Black Clover? So, like, here's the thing with Boruto. It's that because Boruto was releasing, I believe, 1 chapter a month. Forgive me if I'm wrong, because I'm not reading it. And animation was coming. The anime episodes were coming out weekly. The pacing, like how long it took things to happen, was by comparison really bad. There was a lot of filler. Like you had to it really took time for things to happen, and that really hurt the anime. At least that's one of the reasons it hurt the anime. So I don't think that was necessarily an animation budget issue. It was just like a poor idea to like have it synced up in that way. Black Clover, I think the animation's pretty good. Mo, you're gonna have to go too. Guys, you're probably all the same person. My goodness, you guys keep spamming. I finished it all subbed and dubbed. Julia Egghead. Marineford is my favorite. I mean, fair enough. Have I watched Sakamoto Days? I dropped it halfway through. I got bored. The show Black Lagoon, interesting. Yes, I do think Black Lagoon was interesting. Did I see Fragrant Flowers? Fantastic. Naruto has the best hand-to-hand fighting. I think it has very good hand-to-hand fighting. But it also depends on like what you're going for. Like, if I'm thinking hand-to-hand fighting, I also really like shows like Windbreaker or Ippo, which is literally just boxing. Can't get more straight hands than that. But yeah. Hot take, Kira Yoshikage is not a good villain. I like Kira. I really like Kira. Okay, see you later, Julie. I'll see you at tomorrow's live. I don't have an exact time for it yet, but I'll be live tomorrow. Did I read the manga of Girls Last Tour? No, I only watched it. I don't really read mangas. I'm much more of an anime guy. I did see Reeves. It was very good. So actually, it surprised me. Let's all say pizza. I mean, I'd rather not. Pizza makes me hungry. Do you an option the strong? There is no strongest character in fiction. It just doesn't exist. It's only 2 volumes. I'm not going to. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter how long it is. It doesn't matter how good it is. I don't read fantasy. I don't read fiction. I only read nonfiction. Why though? For several reasons. 1, I get headaches from like focusing on text too much. 2, I'm a notoriously slow reader. Like, oh my god, I am a slow reader. 3, biggest reason so far, I literally forget every single thing I read. I forget everything that I read. It does not stick in my head at all. So I could read a chapter, I could read a page. I'm gonna forget all of it, all of it. So it would do me no good. It would do me no good. I'm just gonna get a headache and forget all the information. If I'm going to read a book, it's going to be something that's educational, something nonfiction that I could highlight, take a note, put a reference in it. So if I want to access that information again, I can just go back to the book. And I'll have notes in it. I'm not gonna reread the book. How you doing, JCO? Do I like Bleach? Yes. Itachi's the best character. I don't think he's the best character. I think he's a good character, but he's not my favorite character. Shikamaru is my favorite character. What's a good action-packed anime that's not shonen? I mean, do you want seinen or do you want you could pick Vinland Saga. You could pick Parasite. You could pick what's something a little bit more seinen-y. Trying to think more seinen-y. Berserk. Why do I think there isn't? Well, first of all, because power. Well, okay. You know what? I'm normally very mean about this. I'm gonna stop myself and not be mean. I'm gonna not be mean. Power scaling, when you break it down enough, makes no sense. So there's that. 2, it ultimately comes down to who the author is, because whoever's writing the story is going to decide who wins, regardless of what you think it is. 3, how strong a character is just going to depend on circumstances. It will fluctuate. It is not consistent because power scaling does not matter to authors. Power scaling does not matter to good authors. The only thing the authors care about is writing a story that's going to be entertaining, engaging, and grab the audience and keep them interested in what's going on. There's going to be, if you try and do the math and calculate it, it's not going to be consistent. And there's multiple characters who can literally do everything and anything. Complete omnipotence, complete all-powerful, can do anything, everything. It's just, there is no best. How you doing, Dan? What is the tallest character in One Piece? Zunisha. Do I think there will be another fight like Jiren and Goku? Okay, so here's the thing. The term break the internet, just to simplify things, break the internet just means there is so much, so many people flooding that particular site that it cannot handle the demand and the site goes down and crashes. Goku and Jiren did cause some sites to go down. Luffy versus Kaido did cause some sites to go down. I remember because I was on my work break to watch that particular episode. Will that happen again? Absolutely, it's going to happen again. Because keep in mind, the access to streaming anime has never been as accessible and as popular as it is right now. The amount of people pirating anime has never been higher, and access to the internet from the majority of the population has never been higher. So the more people have access, the more we're going to see that. And there's plenty of good series always coming out. Hunter x Hunter is the pinnacle for me. I mean, Hunter x Hunter is a great series. It's just not the pinnacle for me. How you doing, Daily? Gojo and Sukuna? I mean, possibly. I mean, it's a very popular series. It's very mainstream. It's a fight that people are talking about all the time. I'm not saying it won't. I'm not saying it won't, but I have doubts. Do I mess with Gachakuta? I think it's very good. The ending, Call of the Night. I don't read Call of the Night. I don't read any manga, really. One Piece is more than just the One Piece now. Yes, One Piece is more than just One Piece. Have I watched Box of Goblins? Nope, I don't know that one. I know many shows involving goblins, like Goblin Slayer, but no, I do not know Box of Goblins. How you doing, unfortunately? Spirited Away was a great movie. Strongest in JoJo's? I couldn't tell you. I've only seen up to part 4. I don't know who the strongest is. Are you excited for the Dragon Ball coming back? I'm looking forward to it. I'll be more excited when I actually see it. Because, like, I always kind of go in very neutral and just... I want to see something before I get too excited. Have I seen Ashita no Joe? Not yet, given I have seen. Is Fire Force any good? Yes. I do have complaints, though. I do have complaints about Fire Force. I do think it's good, but I have issues. Tunnel of Summer, haven't seen it. Demon Slayer, seen it. Stranger Things, didn't really grab me. How you doing, Exotic? I don't have a favorite series at this point in time. People are still watching Dragon Ball. Yeah, it's still ongoing. We're actually getting a new Dragon Ball. Well, we're getting a remake of Super, and then we're getting Galactic Patrol. I don't know. Galactic Patrol does not have a release date yet, but it is announced. Do I read graphic novels? Nope. I pretty much exclusively read non-fiction. Would you be able to stop Gojo? Of course, he's fiction. I win by default. Have I seen all of One Piece? Yes. Every episode, every filler, every movie, every crossover, yes. What's the beef with One Punch Man? The animation really took a nosedive after, in season 3. I don't know. I don't even think season 2 was good, but 3 was worse. Issue with Fire Force. So I was... 2 main issues. 1, I got really bored after season 1. Like, season 1 was great. Season 2 and 3 part 1, I was bored. Also, the fan service is just like, come on. They did tone down the fan service in the current season, but the previous seasons was just way too much. Have I seen Evo? I have not. Who's awake is a bum. So can we just be done with Dragon Ball? No, because no. Is JJK over? Here's the thing. I don't think worrying about the ratings of a show matters. I don't think it matters. Because no matter how you look at it, do you like JJK? Yes? Cool. No? Cool. Like, are you going to give someone else a hard time for enjoying it? I would hope not. Is someone gonna get, like, if someone's trying to give you a hard time for liking it, then they're, screw them. If you're giving someone else a hard time for liking a show, then screw you. So just let people enjoy what they want. I like it. I do not read JJK. How you doing, Tia? Welcome back. Thank you for the follow, Nate. I have seen Fairy Tail. I've seen all of it. Can we talk about how annoying Emma was in I haven't seen Promised Neverland. I do think season 3 of JJK is worth watching. I'm having a good time with it so far. Aside from the wall of text a couple episodes ago, no real complaints. How has Solo Leveling not been renewed for a new season? It's just Solo Leveling is it's going to be a while till the next season comes out. Dragon Ball hasn't been creative in nearly a decade. So here's the thing. I think Dragon Ball was great. Z was great. GT, I didn't like most of it, but the ending was perfection. The ending of GT was flawless. Like, the final arc of Dragon Ball GT was wonderful. Daima wasn't really too into it. Super had great moments, but overall, I wasn't really a big fan of it. They are remaking Super, so maybe they'll do a better job this time. I don't know. Galactic Patrol, I've heard things, but I'm not reading it. So we'll see. I will watch Galactic Patrol. Maki pulled an Itachi. Okay. JJK is a type of show that is meant to be it's a mainstream battle shonen. Have I watched Yuru Camp? I have not. Mob Psycho is fantastic. I'm glad you're liking it. JJK season 3, episode 4. I liked it. It's pretty good. Like, I've enjoyed the entire season so far. Hunter x Hunter, big fan for sure. I just finished One Piece and you didn't finish One Piece. You're just caught up. If you should start Brotherhood or Hunter x Hunter. Well, Brotherhood is a lot shorter than Hunter x Hunter, and I think they're both really good. I personally like Brotherhood more than Hunter x Hunter, but like both are valid takes. Neither would lead you the wrong way. Angel Beats is good, but there is a massive plot hole. Still good. I ever watched Jose the Tiger? I have not. Have I seen Record of Ragnarok? I dropped it at season 2. Have I watched Death Note? I've watched it multiple times, but I think it was decently good. The first half was great. The second half, not so much. Promised Neverland is good. The anime, here's the thing. I'm not going to read it. I will eventually try Promised Neverland, just not right now. Have I watched JJK? Yes. Do I think they're releasing a new season of Boruto? Eventually, yes. It's just we don't have a date for it. Digimon's the best. Digimon is my favorite isekai, but it also depends which part of Digimon because a lot of them are not connected. They're just like Digimon Tamers is not connected to Digimon Adventure. So like, but yes, Digimon is my favorite isekai series. Thoughts on Chainsaw Man? I enjoy it. Rate JoJo's in terms of, here's the thing. I'm not done with JoJo's. I only finished part 4. Pokemon, it's mixed. I like the Pokemon. I go back and forth. Depends on the game. Depends on the movie. Depends on the episode. Like the anime, not a huge fan. The movies, some of them are great. Some of them not so much. The games, some of them are great. Some of them not so much. Do I watch One Piece? I do. Slime, I've seen Slime twice or 3 times. I lost track. Exos Wars, I actually haven't seen Exos Wars. I think I tried it, but it didn't stick. I might give it another shot. One Piece up to date. Gurren Lagann wasn't for me. Favorite cozy series is Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today. ReZero's pretty good. Yes, I've seen Naruto. JJK, yes, I'm watching JJK. Monster Rancher I watched as a kid, so yes. Legend of Korra, I actually never finished. I keep struggling with Korra. Last Airbender was perfect, though. Thank you, Rohit, for the roses and the more roses. Dr. Stone, I enjoy it, but I don't like the direction the manga takes. Have I seen... yes, the Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. I enjoy it, but it's not my favorite. It's good, but it's not great. Good, but not great. If I had to have one anime haircut, I guess Shanks, just because it's like, it's short, it's like stylish messy, but not like messy. Both dub and sub. Violet Evergarden would be perfect if the age gap wasn't so creepy. I guess I like One Piece. Will I catch up to JoJo's at all? At some point, yes. I finished season 4 like 2 months ago. Digimon Storytime, Strange World, Cyber. So like I have Digimon Time Stranger right now. I haven't beat it because I've been busy, but yeah, I do. I'm enjoying it. Cheat Skill in Another World is decent. I don't think it's great. It doesn't do anything remarkable. It's pretty. It's fun enough, but it's like it doesn't do anything that really hooks me. Yeah, exactly. It was completely unnecessary. Like I get that she was a child soldier, but like, why did you have to make her fall? Like, you know, why did her captain, who's like double her age, have to be the one to fall in love with her? It's just, you know, I can't. How many anime do I watch per day? Most days I don't watch any. Most days I don't watch anything. On days where I have a chance, you know, 1, 2, 3 episodes, something like that. First anime I've seen was Dragon Ball. I'd like a season 2 of Stop Knights and Magic. I don't know that one. The difference between the two FMAs, Brotherhood is basically a remastered version, so it's shorter, more updated animation. It's a little bit more condensed, so like if you prefer a more drawn out, more fleshed out version with an older animation style, some people like that, you know, some people like it more. I love Brotherhood. I still need to go back and finish the original. I will do that at some point. But yeah, Brotherhood's basically the remake. It's the same series. Thank you, Simba, for the glow stick. Thank you for the glow stick. Otaku's name is Derek, correct. Code Geass, tried it, wasn't really my thing. You're streaming in 2 places? Yes, TikTok and the YouTube. You should also follow on Twitch. You should also follow on Twitch because we stream on Twitch 5 days a week most of the time. My next Twitch stream will be on Monday morning. We're continuing New Vegas. I do like Bleach. Brotherhood is based on the manga. The OG is an anime original. Is it? I mean, it's the same series, isn't it? I mean, whatever. Tonyo cooking. I don't. You mean Toriko? I actually haven't watched Toriko yet. It's 1 a.m. Then why aren't you asleep, dude? Because like I'm gonna be asleep soon. I do like JJK. Cyberpunk I still need to watch. Mob Psycho's really good. I started watching that girl the horse race one. I haven't seen it. I mean, I know it's popular, but I just haven't seen it. Oshinoko, haven't seen it. Okay, so Skiz, don't talk like that in here. Invincible, haven't seen it. I know that's crazy, just never bothered. Ragnarok, I dropped it. Naruto for the rest of your... Okay, no. If you're going to say watch any anime for the rest of your life, I'm not watching anime again. I'm stopping it. I'm done. I'm moving on. I have there's shows outside of anime. I'm not watching one anime forever. I appreciate that, Dan. Tonyo's the JoJo's Part 4 chef. I forgot who that is. I remember most of Part 4. I'm surprised I forgot who the chef is. Watch Code Geass? Nope. Dropped it. Couldn't do it. Are you going to watch Dragon Ball Super Beerus? You mean the remake again? I mean, sure, I will, but... You know, how many times can I watch Beerus? Hell's Paradise is low-key good. It's not low-key good. It's just good. Like, Hell's Paradise is good. What I think is more useful, Momo's quirk or Robin's fruit? The thing is, Momo's quirk, I would say, is incredibly useful, but it's it's technically a lot more difficult to master. Because Momo's quirk involves two things. One, having the lipid stores, which is the easy part, so you'd have to eat enough food. And two, it's having a very, very in-depth understanding of the molecular composition of the objects that you're creating. So, like, it could be very good. It's just the skill set required to use it is much higher. Robin allows her to, like, duplicate her body parts in any area that she can see. So, like, I feel like you could do a lot with that in a much shorter time span. Okay, so if you can't get yourself to watch a series, then why worry about it? Why worry about it? I think Demon Slayer is fun. You're yapping about? I mean, why are you so rude, dude? Most unknown anime I've seen? What do you mean most unknown? You mean most, like, least talked about? I don't know, Cyber 6, probably. You look like Tekking 101's. I have no idea who that is. Favorite JoJo's part? So far, it's 4. Opinion on Demon Slayer? I said it's fun. I do not have a dog. By the way, guys. Thank you for reminding me, Dan. For those of you who have been following for some period of time already, knows that I recently went to my cousin's house and I dog sat for a couple of weeks, so I wasn't here. At the end of February or start of March, I'm going back to my cousin's house to dog sit. So there's going to be a week where I am only on YouTube. There's going to be a week from the end of February, early March, where I am only on YouTube because I'm dog sitting again. To Your Eternity, thoughts about the vibe. Brilliant series, but season 3 is not really landing for me, but 1 and 2 were perfect. Psyche K, I tried, it wasn't my thing. JJK or My Hero, I prefer My Hero. We're not getting more figures. Also, I will not be shipping out I'm not shipping out prizes again right away because... Do you remember for those of you who are here for the prizes that I gave away, like, a month ago to, like, whatever, a month and a half ago, whatever, the shipping was $500. And those videos didn't even make me, like, $5. So, like, I can't afford to ship those prizes. At the size of the channel that we are right now, I cannot afford that shipping price. I can't do it. I can't do it. So we're going to have to hold off on that for a bit. Have I seen Anohana? I have. It's pretty good. I prefer Zoro. I have seen Dr. Stone. Thank you, Ira, for the follow. I do not like so why do people hate Jobless Reincarnation? It's mostly Rudius, because Rudius is scum, and I will not watch it. Dobby in My Hero has every right to kill Endeavor for me. I mean, here's the thing. Do I understand his rage? Yeah, I do. Do I think Endeavor's writing is fantastic? Yeah, I do. And if you don't forgive him, I get it. If you do forgive him, I also get it, because that's the whole point of Endeavor's writing. What do I think about MHA? I really like it. I had a great time with it. How you doing, Demarian? I don't have a top 3, and I don't read manga. I just don't have a top 3 right now. It's 2 a.m. Yeah, if it's 2 a.m., no shame. Go to bed, get your sleep. With fan service, does it add lower or not change? Okay, my rating, fan service absolutely lowers the rating. It could actually cause me to drop most series. One Piece or MHA? One Piece. What are your thoughts? What thoughts keep you up at night? Nothing. Thoughts don't keep me up at night. You know, the only thing that keeps me up at night is, like, money stress and sometimes if I don't get enough exercise that day, I'm very antsy. Favorite song from any... I don't have a favorite song from anime. It might be, like... Here's the thing. If we're talking about, like, an overall soundtrack, it might be something from Fairy Tail. If we're talking, like, an opening, probably Period of Chemistry. What is a peak anime? I don't have a peak anime. If you mean what are some anime in general that I think are peak or 10 on 10s, Vinland, Full Metal, Avatar, Free Ren, My Love Story, Ippo, I Remember in 10 Minutes to Sleep. Oh, I may not remember, but okay. It's 6:20 in the morning. Well, for me, it's 8 o'clock at night. When the stream is over, I'll go make dinner. But again, guys, remember to follow on Twitch. Remember to follow on Twitch. We're trying to grow that one. JJK or Rent a... Oh, you're funny. You're funny, AJ. Ippo, that was a canon of every... Ippo may always be my favorite sports anime. Just finished Naruto. What do I recommend after? I could say Boruto just to mess with you, but I'll say Brotherhood. Go try Brotherhood. Ippo is remind me 10 minutes, 6:20 in the morning. Okay, I read all those. Fairy Tail or MHA? I would say MHA. Definitely MHA. Fairy Tail has better music though. I'll give Fairy Tail better music. Favorite Hunter character? Meruem. Easily Meruem. Actually, maybe not easily, but yes, Meruem. Which anime is like the one that is like your fondest memory? So, here's the thing. I know what you're asking, but I just don't think of it that way. I just don't think of it in that context. It's just, anime for me is not like, this is my favorite, or this was my favorite moment, like this was a peak moment. It's just like, it's all one big mesh of stuff. I'm just gonna say, you know what? I'll say Gallantmon. When we first got Digimon, or you know what, Omnimon. The first appearance of Digimon Fusion, Omnimon. Don't I like Hisoka? I mean, I do like Hisoka. Halo 3 versus Halo Reach. For story, Halo Reach. For gameplay, Halo 3. Kengan Ashura, I haven't seen it. Animes have made me cry. Angel Beats, Clannad, One Piece. Yeah, so those are some. Any anime similar to JoJo's? In what context? Like, what part of JoJo's? Because, JoJo's is a battle shonen. So, I could pick other battle shonen. So, what about JoJo? You mean, stands? I mean, you could say, maybe something I don't know, maybe Servants, Fate, maybe? But that's still a very different vibe. It's nowhere near as silly as JoJo's. Because it depends. It depends what you mean. One Piece worth the watch? I would say yes. Though, at times it might be difficult to watch just because of how long it takes things to happen. So if you feel like you need to read it sometimes, then yes, I do that. But I enjoyed the watch. So, here's the thing. Do not tell me anything about Modulo, because I'm not reading it. Don't tell me anything about Modulo. Favorite anime rated at 12. So a shonen, because shonen is anime where our target audience is teenage boys. I don't have a favorite shonen. I've seen over 700 shonens. I've seen over maybe even 800 shonen. So I just don't know. Eminence and Shadow didn't like it. I finished it. I endured it, but no, I didn't like it. Legendary character in a bad anime. So here's the thing. I'm not gonna say bad anime, but I'm gonna say an anime where the character was by far the best part of it. Escanor. How do I decide to pick a series in my larger watch list? So usually, there are series. I have a very, 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 very absurdly, disgustingly long to watch list. A disgustingly long to watch list. Some of those series are higher in priority. And I basically just, when I have enough room in my week to fit another series in, I will pick one of those shows kind of at random that are higher on the list, or if something caught my attention recently that I feel more urgency to check out. It's usually something older that I've been waiting to get to, or something recent that's okay, there's something about this one. Thank you, Frosmo, for the follow, and Apple for the follow. Did I ever watch Chainsaw Man? Yes. Erased is pretty good. You like Made in Abyss? I still am at the start. I'm still at the start. I'm sorry. The funniest death? The funniest death. I'm trying to think of which character's death was funny. I don't laugh at death that often. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's funny deaths. I can't think of any right off the top of my head. Watching Light die was funny. Do I know Tomodachi? I do. I haven't seen it though. What do I think about Death Note? I like the first half, didn't like the second. The girl from A Silent Voice. A Silent Voice is very good. I asked ChatGPT to choose random order of series. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I always have felt Death Note is a little disorienting. Like all characters individually are better, but in a show could have been better. Like here's the thing, I don't actually like most characters in Death Note. I like L, I like Ryuk, I like Light's father, but like, I mean, yeah, most of the characters didn't land for me. I do like Horimiya. I don't like DxD. Silent Voice was fantastic. What do I think about? I already answered Death Note like a million times. What do I think of One Piece? I really like it. Been watching it since it came out. What character do I dislike? But a character that I dislike. So if you mean depends what you mean by dislike that is written well. If you mean like a character that is written to be hated, then like it depends. Because if you're saying a character that their writing is good, but they're written in a way where I'm supposed to not like them, someone like I don't know, someone like Doflamingo, right? Because like he tortures Law, murders his family, kills. Sorry, like spoiler warning. Kills Corazon, and I love Corazon. Does a bunch of really horrible things. He's clearly not a good guy, but Doflamingo has great writing. So if you mean that, then that's an example. Crocodile, a well-written character who's clearly very evil. So unless you mean a character that I acknowledge is written well, but dislike them anyway, I still don't like then I don't know. What do I think about Tokyo Ghoul? I like no, don't like it. I don't really watch bloopers. Yeah, I'm not avoiding the question. I just don't really watch bloopers. Mineta from MHA. Mineta. The thing is with Mineta, at the start of the series, he's really annoying. He gets some great character development. He does get some great moments. I'll give him that. Still annoying though. Dr. Stone has some of the best written villains of all time. I do not feel that way. I do not feel that way. Like if you mean maybe like I don't see Tsukasa as a villain. And even if you did, I don't think he's the best written. No, I can't put them in that league. You're gonna go to sleep? Fair enough. Have I read Mongo? No, I have not read any of that. Why do people want to be Gojo? I don't know. Why do people want to be? People always want to be fictional characters because they're unhappy with their current lives. I don't know. I'm like the only person I know who says I don't want to be a fictional character. Kenshin is a good series with a scumbag author. Good series. The anime. I enjoy the anime. Have I ever seen Classroom of the Elite? I have. I don't really care about Gojo's eyes. How attractive they are is irrelevant to me. I think Senku is one of the best written MCs of all time. I like Senku. I like Senku. Can I put him that high? No, I can't. I can't. I like him, but nah. Rurouni Kenshin, newer version or original? Here's the thing. If you're talking about the newer season, that's a continuation. It picks up from where the first season left off. So like the older one that came out like years ago, the new season continues from there. And now we not right now, but we're gonna get another season after that. So it's not even done. Have I seen Fist of North Star? No. For a $10 billion, would I marry a fictional character? So here's the thing. I'm pretty sure you're legally allowed to marry a fictional character, and I don't plan on getting married anyway, and I could also just get a divorce. So if you're going to pay me $10 billion to sign a piece of paper, and then I can just go go that day and just cancel it, okay, free $10 billion? All right. What about Code Geass? Tried it, wasn't for me. Damn it, I feel so bad for you. Why would you feel bad for me? Black Butler, don't like it. I know objectively these opinions aren't. Here's the thing. I just wish people talked about Dr. Stone. Here's the thing. There is no objectively best character. You can like any character you want. You can like any series you want. I just don't agree with you. I just would not put Dr. Stone on that level. You can, again, that's a subjective opinion. You can have any favorite you want. Am I excited for YBC new episodes? Wait, YBC. Trying to think of what was that? Trying to remember what that was. Black Clover was cold. I mean, certain moments were very cold. Why people want their favorite show to be mainstream? It doesn't matter if a show is mainstream. I think it's because people get emotionally attached to a series, so when it doesn't receive the love they think it deserves, they take like direct offense to it. That's my guess. Is Cyberpunk good? I haven't seen it. Classroom of the Elite or High School DxD. I hate DxD, so I'll take Elite. Mashle? I think Mashle's pretty good. Psycho, also the entire Mob Psycho is really good. You can neither cancel nor refuse to take their name. Supposedly, if you married, you'll say your wife is Nami. Okay, so I'll be a complete degenerate. So here's the thing. I'm not planning on getting married anyway. So if you're going to pay me $10 billion, I'll sign whatever contract to whatever fictional character you want. I have $10 billion. I'm then going to take a few million of those dollars, retire, and then donate the rest to charity. Thoughts on Hunter x Hunter? I think it's great. Fairy Tail, pretty good. Depends on the arc, though. Classroom or Spy Family. I've only seen one season of Spy Family. I've seen every season of Classroom, so can't really fairly compare that. Have I seen the Vandalbuster? No, I have not. Also, how much battery? Okay, my phone still has battery. I'm okay. Askeladd. I like Askeladd. He's cool. Not my favorite character in the series, but I like him. Whatever we want, buddy. Enjoy your marriage with Hisoka. Okay, again, fictional character. Whatever. I'm retired. If you give me 10, I'm retired today. I'm gone. See ya. Have I watched Sentenced to be a Hero? Yes. Did I like Slice of Life? Part 4. I like Slice of Life in general. So, yes. Have I watched Sentenced to be a Hero? Yes. Classroom? Yes. What's on the top of my watch list right now? I'm watching 14 series right now. So if you mean the favorite part of what I'm currently watching, then probably Frieren. Have I watched, how you doing, brother? Thank you. Thank you, bunch of numbers. Have I seen Tomodachi Game? I have not. The thing is, I don't want $10 billion, but if you're going to give me $10 billion, I'm going to retire and then donate whatever I don't need, because no one needs that. Yeah. Wait, why don't I like Black Butler? Because I'm just not into any of it. Not into the story, not into the characters, not into any of it. I was bored senseless. Have I watched Kaiju number 8? I have. Do I like One Piece? Yes. Vagabond, I'm not going to read it. Keep asking, I'm not going to read it. Kotaro, I will watch at some point. Tomodachi, again, at some point. There is no strongest character in One Piece, because most characters have done absolutely nothing. Well, not most characters. A lot of characters have done absolutely nothing. Gintama, I could not do. I tried it. Avatar. Are you a ninja? No. I can be stealthy in person. I'm pretty quiet, but I'm way too clumsy to be a ninja. I like reindeer, considering I have a Funko Pop of Chopper. I'll eat reindeer. I won't eat Chopper, but I'd eat reindeer. How you doing, Dread? Hanako, haven't seen it. Do I consider Avatar anime? Sure I do. How you doing, Academy? What's good, man? Do I like... Well, yes, I like One Piece. Do I consider Avatar anime? I've already answered all of those. Okay, good. Good. Guys, remember, we're only going to be live a little bit longer, so don't forget to follow on Twitch. Don't forget. Do not forget. Can I play guitar? No. Would I rather starve or eat Chopper? I'm eating Chopper. Who would win Kid-in-Law? Probably, who would win in a fight? Kid-in-Law versus Big Mom? You mean the fight we already had? So we know who won? You have any app recommendation? Okay, so on iPhone? So here's the thing. I don't really have any apps to watch anime on iPhone. I have websites. If you want websites, go to my Discord. Go to the frequently asked questions and scroll down. There's a bunch of free sites there. Thank you, Unknown. George Orwell, or I don't know what you're asking. If I had one female character to be a female lead based on their personality in their show, I would choose an existing female lead. I would choose Shirayuki from Snow White with red hair. She's a great lead. She's a wonderful character. Call of the Night, haven't seen it. Blue Period, haven't seen it. I haven't read it. Not going to. But Big Mom, yeah, she fell into lava. So they won the fight. I don't care if she fell into lava. So, it's still a fight. Using the environment to your advantage is part of a fight. How you doing, Monkey? What is my favorite YouTube... Wait, what is my YouTube channel about? Mostly talking about anime. We mostly talk about anime. We also do video games and stuff. We have a Twitch account. We stream games over there. Any hidden talents? I wouldn't say inhaling food is a I guess... It's not like I'm not like a champion food eating guy. I just like to eat. I have some talents, but they're not really interesting. Have I seen Gurren Lagann? I try to. I do know Blue Lock. Do I think is Sanji well written? Sure. Is he well presented in the anime? No. If there was no lava, who would win? I mean, I think they'd find a way to win. Potential. Well, let me think. Here's the thing: no lava, ocean. The condition was no lava, they would drop her into the ocean. I mean, I know they tried that, and then they failed the first time. Again, just, they'd get her into the water. Why aren't I walking? Because the treadmill is gone. Mercedes or BMW, I don't really care for either, because I'm not a car guy. You 100% inhale food. You've never actually seen me eat. Like try to eat. They also both have devil fruits. Yes, they do have devil fruits. Have I watched Free Red Season 2? Yes, I'm really enjoying it. Having a great time with Free Red. I don't know who Chelsea or Arsenal are. I prefer Vegeta. Esdeath is the purest anime character in what world? You delusional fool. Favorite non-fiction author? Favorite non-fiction author that I have read. It's too bad I don't remember most of their names. I have read probably a concerning amount of psychology and criminology books. I read my entire college's department on psychology and criminology. Like, I read every book they had in the library. Most of the books sucked. I will say that there was, like, even their profiling books were not that, like, none of them were that good. I'm trying to think. I've read a couple of decent, like, training books on, like, endurance training. Those weren't bad. Is Berserk good? The 97 is good. Any recommendations for anime that hook you within the first episode? I'd say Brotherhood. Or Vinland Saga. Or AOT. Or I could keep going. Favorite fusion in Dragon Ball? Gogeta, obviously. Gojo the Butcher want to disrupt the plans of... Okay. Tanjiro or Goku? I prefer Goku. If you want to pick which one... Again, I'm not a car guy. Have I watched Code Geass? I tried to. I dropped it, though. I just finished volume 14 of Bleach, and Uryu is fighting... okay, Kurotsuchi. Very nice. Have I read any Crime and Punishment? I've read a few books on, like, law and stuff like that. Like most of the crime books I read are on, like, behavior analysis. Like, the vast majority of crime books that I read are on, like, investigation tools, the history of forensics, like, I remember this really good crime book that went over the history of criminal profiling and how the first time it was incorporated into a case was actually the chief medical technician in the Jack the Ripper case, and he predicted that the killer was going to be a relatively fit young man in his late 20s to early 30s based on the level of brutality, that the level of physical strength required to do the damage that was done. And he also predicted that he'd be charming, charismatic, good looking, and fit in within that society. The second case where profiling was used was when the US military hired a psychologist to analyze Adolf Hitler to come up with a plan to assassinate him, and he predicted that if Hitler was cornered, he'd kill himself, which is exactly what happened. Thoughts on Hunter x Hunter, fantastic series. If I had to pick out the 10 people, if I had to pick out of the 10 people you can pick to, what are we doing here? Thoughts on Hunter x Hunter? Great series. I would say Tanjiro, or by extension Demon Slayer, has brought a lot of kids into the world of anime. I would agree. So Demon Slayer, although is a decent at best story, was able to make new. Of course, I mean Demon Slayer is a decent story, sure, but like you don't need a complex story to draw people in. There's like complexity does not equal good. Engaging and consistency is good. Like as long as the quality is consistent and it draws people in and keeps them entertained or is doing whatever the story is trying to do successfully and people want to stick around and see what happens, then it's doing well. Hell's Paradise, really good. Hunter x Hunter, really good. And remember how you do in TC? Do I think we are running out of unique plots? No, there's always more plots. There's always more plots. You could even take existing ideas and then just add twists to it or a different spin on it. If I had to pick a One Piece fight of my choice, I mean, like, if we're talking existing fights, then my favorite existing fight is Luffy versus Kaido pre-Gear 5. Pre-Gear 5. When he was learning to master Conquerors. Yes, I am live on TikTok. How many animes do I watch? Currently, did I watch? Not do I watch. Over 900. Do I like Elfen Lied? I saw it. Didn't love it. I didn't love it. You new favorite stream? Well, thank you. How good is JoJo's Part 4 ending? I like the ending for JoJo's Part 4. That was really good. I'll say I don't really have any complaints about it. High 8s, low 9s. How protect you the rest? Yeah, but like I'm not. Oh, you're asking to pick characters to fight and defend me? Between what you're giving me, I'll just take Shanks and Whitebeard, I guess. Do I like Tokyo Ghoul? Yes. Can I recommend some high action? Get into the Fate series. Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, get into those. Did I hear about the student who read many criminal books and became a serial killer? There's a lot. Okay, that's a very common thing. Do you know how many serial killers or like people in it like who commit crime study crime? Dude, that's a very common thing. Both because they are exploring the fantasies and thoughts that they had during development all the way into like their later years and want to like explore that further. And sometimes they end up committing crimes, and sometimes they learn so they don't get caught. Can I recommend some high? Actually, I already answered that one. Cowboy Bebop, I still need to watch. Bro, read my last comment. I don't know where to. Crime and punishment is a moral dilemma in a dystopian world. Okay. Okay. I saw Sunflower. I mean, I like Sunflowers. It's not my favorite. Like, I can appreciate it, but sunflowers aren't really my style. I prefer something a little bit more petite, something a little bit... Sunflowers are quite large, take up a lot of space. They are very bright. A little bit too bright. About time I go live. On YouTube, it's random. On YouTube, it's whenever I have free time. On Twitch, we have a schedule. My Twitch schedule is pretty locked in. So, like, if you want to be at more streams, I would... I would follow on Twitch because our next live will be Monday at 10. One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, only one can stay. I mean, again, what are we talking? Anime or the manga, whatever. Like, because again, Bleach is my favorite manga. One Piece is my favorite story. Naruto's my favorite anime. So depending on the context, okay, then Naruto's my favorite anime. If we're only deleting the anime, I would just force myself to read One Piece at that point, I guess, even though I hate reading it. Will I do more gym streams? Probably not, at least not on this channel. I'm going to have a gym channel once I move. And the gym channel is actually just going to be more like providing nutrition, cooking, home workouts, basic information to help the average person get into better health. What is the Asian guy in the white t-shirt? What are you talking about? The Asian guy in the white t-shirt and backpack called from... I have no idea what you're talking about. Do I like Dragon Ball Z's story? Yeah, I think Dragon Ball Z has a great story. The Android Saga is fantastic. It's my favorite. It's my favorite part of the series. 6'3". Okay, look. I don't know what. I am not 6'3". Favorite YouTuber? I don't have a favorite YouTuber. To be honest, I only use YouTube to go to bed. I only listen to YouTube when I'm going to sleep. I have it as background noise. Is One Piece a story? One Piece of story, I'd say, is pretty much perfect. Do I cook a basic like rice and chicken, or do I? So like it depends. Like it depends on the budget of the month. Like if I have a really good month, I get more creative and try more more unique things. If it's a budget month, I didn't make as much money, I got to cut back a bit. Yeah, I might have a lot of chicken, rice, and vegetables and like some hot sauce or something. But like, I love to get creative, but I can't overspend. So the better the channel does, the more money I can invest in doing cool recipes, because I do have recipes. Are you 5'3", not 6"? I'm not 5'3" either. Soul Leveling is pretty good, but I wouldn't say it's peak. Dororo, I have not seen. Doomslayer or Kratos, I don't know. I just don't know. Do I drink coffee? I don't like coffee at all. Don't like the taste, don't like the smell, I don't like coffee. If Luffy wasn't alive, who would I want to be the protagonist? Who would I want to? You know what? Maybe Dragon. Probably Dragon. I want to see things from the Revolutionary Army's perspective. Why does One Piece get so much? Again, I've already explained the hate thing. I don't want to do the whole speech again. I'm sorry. Watch the again. Please do not tell me to watch a series. This is not hateful. I'm not angry. I'm not angry. It's just when I don't want people telling me to watch a series, because my watch list is full. It is stuffed to the brim. When I have time to get to a show, I will. If Luffy wasn't alive, I already answered that. If Kaido wasn't drunk and fully recovered against, if it's okay, if you're asking me, Luffy versus Kaido 1v1, I'm betting on Kaido. No, I do not like beer. I do not drink. I will very, 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 very rarely consume any alcohol at all. Almost never. Favorite anime villain? I'm gonna say the one I connect with the most is Meruem. I'm not saying he has the singular best writing. I'm not saying he's like the most impactful villain or the most influential villain, but like he's the villain that I get him. I get him. What if they make a Mass Effect 2 movie? I mean, I'm pretty sure that I heard about a Mass Effect TV series. What if the Meruem's death was just... I mean, Meruem's entire arc was fantastic. I love everything about him. Vinland Saga, right now it's peak. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Also, how's my phone? Okay, it's almost dead. Have I ever met an anime writer? No. I've met actors. I've met plenty of voice actors, but no authors. What are some good animes to watch right now? If you mean like ongoing... If you mean ongoing, then depends on what vibe you want. You could watch Sentenced to be a Hero, Fate Strange Fake, and if you want something really, if you want something a lot softer, like a lot more toned down and emotional, let's say Journal of a Witch. If Kaido was, I already answered that question. How you doing, Tico? Halo or Mass Effect? Mass Effect for the story, Halo for the gameplay. Have I watched Shibo Yugi? I have not. In the middle of watching Black Clover, yes, I've seen it more than once. I've seen everything of Berserk. I've seen every Berserk release to date. Movies, series, all of it. You just start Solo Leveling. Hope you have a good time with it. And also, thank you, Kamino, for the rose. Bro looks like Sid the Sloth. I don't see it. I've gotten that. I don't see it. Favorite romance? Snow White with red hair. It's a mix of the Saw series and Squid Game. I actually haven't seen the Squid Games, and I've seen like one Saw movie. So like, I could kind of get the reference. I kind of get it. I'm not sure I'd enjoy it. Have I ever played Left 4 Dead? I have 1 and 2. I actually have 1 and 2. 1 was better. I enjoyed 1 more. But yeah, I've played those. How you doing, Apex? Favorite game? It's actually probably going to be either Mass Effect or Halo, because depending on which Halo for the gameplay, Mass Effect 2 for the story. Why do they call it Laugh Tale? They actually explain that in the they actually explain why it's called Laugh Tale. So if you don't know why it's called Laugh Tale, you're not up to date, and I am not going to be the guy who spoils it for you. Have I watched Blue Lock? Yes. Akame ga Kill? Yes. Would I rather get rid of anime games or anime live actions? Here's the thing. I'm going to say most of the time live actions can be bad. Sometimes they're good. Usually they're bad. Games, I also don't really play that many anime games. I played the Ninja Storm games. I played the Dragon Ball games. I played a couple of those, but I don't know, probably maybe the live actions. What's one thing that will always be funny? Aggressive Retsuko. I never played Demon Slayer. Probably, I don't really play those games. I played science fantasy, science fiction. So Halo, Mass Effect, Fallout, those kinds of games. I don't really play, battle. I don't really play arena brawler fighter games. Agretsuko is fantastic. Love it, for sure. Can I give anime action violence? Okay, Vinland Saga. There you go. I feel like an anime live action can hit. I just feel like a lot of the time they don't. Because to say they never hit would be just disingenuous. But to say I think most of the time they don't. How you doing, Waita? How you doing? Can I list all the animes I've watched? No. If that will never happen. That's never going to happen. Not a chance. Forget. Just give up on that right now. Yeah, way too no. No, never gonna happen. Also, tier them. Forget it. No way. See, the One Piece live action, I enjoy it. What was my favorite cartoon when I was little? I get that. I didn't have favorites as a kid. I just remember enjoying many things. Many things. That could have been Scooby-Doo, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Ben 10, Batman, Justice League, Teen Titans. I could just Teen Titan. I could just keep going. I don't know if I had one. Can I give me a different one I've already watched? I can give 1,000 series. So all right. Metabots. How you doing, Golurk? That's the thing, man. There's a lot of great cartoons out there. Which anime opening you never skip? The Masterful Cat is depressed again today. I mean, I finished the series, so I'm not gonna watch it anymore. But I never skipped it. Not once. The entire season, never skipped it. Kakegurui was okay for me. Gachakuta was good. What is the best anime I've watched? I don't have a favorite. I like AOT, but AOT or Blue Lock are not gonna be that. No, definitely not gonna be them. Why did Shanks willingly lose his arm to a Lord of the Coast early on, despite being a young? Yeah, because there's there's a lot more to it than just how strong you are. Here's the thing. There's some theories that I've heard going around, but it's relevant to the manga, and it's related to the manga. I'm not reading the manga. Basically, I would have to spoil myself. There are certain things that have been brought up recently that have something to do with that, and I'm not going to spoil. I would have to go spoil myself, which I'm not going to. So I'm sorry. Tell me about ReZero Season 2. It was not as good as 1 or 3. What season of One Piece has the best music? I couldn't tell you, because I don't remember most of the intros. I usually listen to the song one time and then skip it. Sometimes I'll re-listen to them, but usually I skip. Just being honest with you. It was Were you arrested for drug possession? What happened in chat? Oh my goodness. Again, best anime opening. I'll go with Period of Chemistry. Which season is the best to watch in ReZero? One is the best so far. I like season 1 the best. I mean, that's fine. I like. Oh, you like the intro to season 1 the most? I mean, that's okay. I mean, that's fair. That's valid. You're currently writing a book trilogy. Very nice. Hope you have fun with that. It's my #1 favorite anime. I highly recommend it. Talking ReZero. I like ReZero. It's not my #1 by any means, but it's good. I recommend it all the time for people who want isekais. I just started watching it. That's why I'm asking. Fair enough. Good luck, Woody. The guy who played Jotaro in JoJo's Part 4 live action went to jail for drug possession. Oh, well, lesson learned. Don't do drugs, kids. The series Endgame without revealing the treasure. Endgame. Wait, what? In what way does Joy Boy's legacy mirror Luffy's, particularly through the parallels in their fights, alliances, and use of the? And how does this foreshadow this? We don't know much. We don't know much about the war. We know that the Joy Boy was the first pirate. We know he waged a giant war against the world government and lost that war. We don't know a whole lot of details. If I had to write a manga, I wouldn't write a manga. I wouldn't do it. Yes, I'm aware that Majin Buu's Japanese voice actor died. Rest in peace. What's the best cosplay that I've done? Probably Escanor. Yeah, I mean, best one, Escanor. Most comfortable would be Gogeta. If you say I spell map and slate, I feel like I'm so okay. Are you okay? I heard Oda washes his hands. I think this is foreshadow. Okay. Can you answer the question and write one metaphorically speaking? No. Because, here's the thing. You guys are asking me to be something I'm not. You guys are asking me to be something that I am not. You say, can you do a voice impression? Can you do acting? Can you do this? Can you do that? That's not me. That is not me. I am not a creator of anime and manga. That is not what I do. I am a fan. I am the same as you guys. I am a fan. I'm an enthusiast. I partake in enjoying series casually. I'm not like a hyper crazy analytical person. I'm not here to create my own series. That's not something I'm going to do. I have no desire to make a series. Would I resist a drop if a series is known to have a good ending? I could easily resist a drop. Wouldn't make a difference. Sure. Because who's saying that it has a good ending? Some people on the internet? I don't worry about it. I'm going to decide for myself if it looks interesting or not. What's the first anime I've seen in 2026? Probably Sentenced to be Hero, I think. Do I like Hunter x Hunter? Yes. I'm Alicia. My favorite anime is Knights of the Zodiac. I haven't seen that one. How do I feel when Gon lost his ability to use Nen? I mean, he had it coming. He had. I mean, sorry, but I mean, I read that out loud. That's spoilers for people. Sorry if that spoiled something for someone, but he had it coming. He made it. He made his choice. So I don't feel bad for him. Subaru the car or Subaru the character? I don't like cars, so I'll take the character. Is JoJo's Peak? I think it's pretty solid. I recommend it. Catnip, which... What? Please just say, okay. No, I'm not. Guy, you're being weird in chat, guys. YouTube chat's being weird. Okay, so Jacob, don't make me time you out, man. I'm not entertaining the nonsense. Come on, stop it. I've only watched Demon Slayer, Blue, so Shonen. Lots of Shonen. Rate Blue Lock? Mid-7s. Probably mid-7s. If I could change something in an anime, how would I change and what? There's a lot of things I could change. I could make it so Death Note ends a lot sooner because a light should have been caught. I could fix Tokyo Ghoul. I could fix Promised Neverland. Well, Promised Neverland I've never actually seen, so I don't think it's fair for me to be the one to fix it. I could fix a lot about. I could fix a lot about Seven Deadly Sins. I could fix. I could fix Violet Evergarden. I could fix Violet Evergarden. I could make it so the one thing that's wrong with it is the age gap. I could fix the age gap. Boom, done. Have I ever seen Silent Voice? Fantastic movie. I'm the voice actor for an unnamed side character in MHA. I never said you were lying. I'm saying that didn't you just ask me to write a story or like a hypothetical? I'm not doing that though, because it's not what I do. I'm not gonna pretend like it's just not what I do. Sid Phillips, is that? I don't know who Sid Phillips is. Loveling, I don't know what that is. So, you mean, yeah, Loveling? Don't know that one. Favorite dark fantasy? Probably Parasite. Probably Parasite. Yeah, I feel confident with that answer. And how you doing, Google? And don't worry, it's not actual Google. It's not the Google. The strongest One Piece fruit? It depends what you're trying to do with it, because there is no objectively strongest fruit. Like, again, comes down to who's using it and how they use it. Okay, always, do I have to ban you, dude? Like, stop it. If I had to be an anime character, I wouldn't. If I had to be an anime, I'm picking an original character. I don't understand this, why this is such a confusing concept. I do not want to be someone that is not me. Okay, have you guys seen Kuroko no Basket? When Almine said the only one who could beat me is me? That's how the only one who could be me is me. I don't want to be someone else. I don't want to be Escanor. I don't want to be Luffy. I don't want to be God or Zeno or whatever. I want to be me. That's it. I'm not trying to be someone else. Like, I am completely comfortable, completely satisfied just being me. I don't need superpowers. I don't need plot armor. I'm good. I'm pretty sure Ace's tattoo was just an artistic choice. I don't think it was anything complex. I'm gonna go. I mean, look, if it's almost 2 a.m., fair enough. Get your sleep. Good night. Digimon, I'm a huge fan. I still need to catch up on some of them, but yes. Non-anime questions. Have I seen True Detective? I don't think I have, actually. I don't have a favorite series. I do not read the Black Clover manga. I do watch the anime, and I am caught up on that. If I have to go to get a new tattoo, I actually am getting a tattoo when I have the budget for it, but right now we're getting ready to move next month. It's going to be very expensive. I have a lot of bills to cover, so no tattoo right now. When we have about $1,000 to put towards it, I will get a tattoo. A big one, too. I want to be too. I want to be me too. And that quote from Almine was exactly the only. Except I just tweaked it a little bit. I just tweaked this quote a little bit. Opinions on Hajime no Ippo? I think it's fantastic. I'm a huge fan. The fan service, which is not too frequent, is a little weird, but it's not too bad. Most of the time, it's fantastic. After watching AOT, what should I watch? Depends what. Here's the thing. There's no way I can answer. I'm just gonna pick something random. If you want something random, I can do that. Like, maybe you want action. Maybe you want something cozy. Maybe you're depressed now. Do I have any ideas what I want your tattoo to be? Yes, I do know what I want my tattoo to be. All I'm going to tell you is it's D&D themed. That's all I'm going to tell you, is it's D&D themed. Do I think Luffy's mother is alive? If she's alive, she's not in the story. Like, I don't think she's relevant. I don't think she's going to appear. What anime did you first watch? Dragon Ball, because that's what we had. There was no Google, there was no internet, there was no streaming sites. It's whatever was on TV, and we had Dragon Ball. Favorite part in JoJo's? So far, 4. My favorite Digimon is Medieval... Really? Medieval Gallantmon? Really? I'm more of a classic Gallantmon guy, but okay. What's your favorite part in JoJo 4? That's what everyone grew up with. I'm a 90s kid. I'm a 90s kid. So we had Dragon Ball. We had Sailor Moon. We had Eventually we got Pokemon and Digimon as well, but like Dragon Ball was where we started. Favorite anime? I don't have a favorite series at this point. Dungeons and Dragons? Yes. Yes. Eventually we will get a tattoo at some point. But it will be a lot of money, and I just don't have. And well, Yu-Gi-Oh also came a bit later. Yu-Gi-Oh was later. It wasn't like early 90s. Later on, we got the beginning of. I mean, yeah, One Piece was also later 90s. I like Naruto. I think it's really good. Well, yeah, a lot of these shows came like later on. I'm talking like early. Well, Dragon Ball actually came out in the 80s. It's just I wasn't alive in the 80s. 100 Girlfriends is a Gintama copy. I think 100 Girlfriends is trash. Dropped it immediately, and I didn't like Gintama, but I don't think Gintama's trash. I just didn't like it. 1987. Okay, so you were around when Dragon Ball came out. I was not. I was not. I am 90s, so I missed that. Sailor Moon didn't like it. Favorite food? Look, I am a foodie through and through. I do not have a favorite food. I enjoy pretty much everything that exists. It's not going to be... There's no sword and there's no dice. No, it's not going to be no sword, no dice. Yu Yu Hakusho, I actually am really struggling to get through it. Like, I'm really, really, really struggling to get through it. What's one anime food I want to try? Literally everything. Like, honestly, as long as it's not poison, I'll eat it. Shion's cooking, don't care, I'll eat it. Sanji's food, yes. Soma's food, all of it. All of it. As long as it won't kill me. I'll eat green beans. Not my favorite thing, but I'll eat green beans. If you're asking me One Piece dub or sub, it's going to be sub. It's going to be sub. Pretty much every time. I would try Sukuna's... Yeah, I'm going to try any... Sukuna's finger. Dude, please, what the hell? Mr. Mime is the best Pokemon? I disagree. I'm a Gengar guy. I'm a Gengar guy. If I started watching anime in 1994, you were a kid, right? Yeah, I started watching anime in 1994. And yes, I was a child. I was a child. Yes, I've tried JoJo's. I'm still watching JoJo's. I do agree that the sub-dub argument is very dumb. I agree completely. I completely agree. I respect the voice actors, 100%. I've met both English and Japanese voice actors. Favorite in JJK? Oe. Easily Oe. Yes, I've seen Berserk. How you doing, Spamev? Spame, yeah, Spamev. Have I watched Gangsta? I have not yet. Oh, yeah, I have not. Thank you, Ento for the follow. I appreciate it. I mean, I like Metagross. I do. But is he close to... He's not close to being my favorite. What are the explanations of devil fruit categories in One Piece? Paramecia, Logia, Zoan. Zoan, there's subcategories of Zoan, so you have your regular animals, you have your mythical Zoans, like your dragons, your phoenixes, and so on, basically legendary creatures. And you have your ancient Zoans, so like dinosaurs and such. Like you have the mammoth, you got things like that, T-Rex. Then you have Logias, which take on a certain element, and typically your body can take on that naturally occurring substance, so like light, magma, ice. The only exception being darkness because of the Yami Yami no Mi. Works a bit differently. And then kind of works like gravity, if anything. Kind of like a black hole. And then you have Paramecias, which are like... They can alter your body and how it functions or the environment, but it's like... you cannot, like... You don't turn into that. Like, you don't turn into light. You don't turn into fire. It's not like a naturally occurring thing. What's your favorite... Top 3 anime? I don't have a top 3. I want to watch Chainsaw Man, but the fandom... Okay, so my rule is who cares about the fandom? My rule is who cares about the fandom? Because every fandom of every show, of every hobby, of everything that exists has creepy people, has weird people. You can go enjoy a show and just not engage with weird people. If Chainsaw Man looks interesting, go watch it. If someone's talking to you and they're being creepy, don't talk to them. Would I rather have Ojiro's tail or Suyu's frog tongue? I'll probably take the tail. Might be a little impressive. I'll take the tail. Watch my last comment. How do you watch a comment? Do you want to hear my Blackbeard theory? I mean, if you want to. Also, my phone's going to be dead soon, so just a heads up if I disappear. And don't forget to follow on Twitch. We're trying to grow my Twitch. Well, you said, can you read my last message? And that previous message is, can I read your last message? So, and then the one before that, I think, is also the same thing. Started watching in 1991. Okay, so, cool. Okay, I saw it. Stop closing the YouTube chat, folks. Stop it. There we go. Okay, we're good. Kind of look like Denver from, I don't know who that is, but okay. Where could have Sogeking been hiding after leaving Enel's lobby? Enni's lobby. He has his ways. He returned to Sniper Island. Actually, Huckman is my favorite rookie. Huckman. Who's Huckman? Is that a typo? You just finished Evangelion. I haven't seen Evangelion. I mean, I never finished Evangelion. So, like, do you want more mecha stuff? Because I'm not really a mecha expert. I've seen a few good ones. Thank you, anime. Where could High School DxD wasn't a fan. Dropped it right away. How did I get my YouTube name? Quite easily. I'm a fitness guy who likes anime. That's really it. Fitness, like Mighty, gym, lifting heavy circles. Otaku, likes anime. That's pretty much it. So you're an anime. Yeah, I'm an anime guy who likes the gym. Thoughts on Microsoft stock crash? I haven't looked at Microsoft stock. Huckmon. Who's Huckmon again? I'm sure I remember. I'm sure I do. My first anime was Shaman King is great, both the new one and the original. My cousin loved Dragon Ball when it came on TV, but I didn't understand anything, but I couldn't read. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I was watching Dragon Ball before I could read, but then again, I didn't watch it subbed. I watched it dubbed. My devil fruit is to not have a devil fruit. I don't like devil. Well, I don't want a devil fruit. That type of anime, you know. So you want something similar to? Okay, not really mecha stuff, but more psychological. Okay, you could try ID Invaded. You could I'll say ID Invaded. You're about to cry. Among Marineford and Ace is your favorite character. Yep, have a good time. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. You like my tea? Yeah, I do. Snafu is really good. Just eat the human. I mean, that's stupid. That's stupid because then I'm someone who gains nothing and I can't swim. If you're gonna make me give up the ability to swim in water, at least give me something cool. I'm just choosing not to eat one. Do I know any slice of life animes that still have some fantasy elements? So like, sure. Trying to, you know what? How about the Ice Guy and his cool female colleague? Because that series, it's a romance slice of life, but a bunch of the characters have inherited like these unique traits and abilities or characteristics, like being the child of a phoenix, or like when they experience strong emotions, they turn everything around them into ice, things like that. So it definitely has a fantasy component to it. Is AOT a mecha series? I mean, I'm gonna say no. The cloak. Okay, the cloak placed on Whitebeard was lined with sea prism stone, and Blackbeard used his power to. I don't believe that theory. I don't believe that theory. I think a better explanation would be that if you're trying to explain why they put the tarp over Blackbeard is to completely block out all sunlight, because that way Blackbeard could either potentially become darkness, because we never see him turn into darkness because he's always like outside, right, where he's being exposed to light. So perhaps when you block out all light, he can become darkness. Or he was trying to, another more boring answer is that he didn't want people to observe how his power works. What do I think of Yu-Gi-Oh? I think Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty good. Is AOT Mary or Ace in terms of crying? I didn't cry to Ace. I didn't cry for Ace. I just didn't. I didn't find his death sad, in the same sense. Would be the ability. My ability would be the ability to remove his devil. Yes, my devil fruit would be the ability to remove my own devil fruit. Your hot take? I mean, if you have time, my phone's going to be dead very soon. I'm not going to be on much longer. Can you look at your last comment? I don't know if I can. Just eat the... No, I already answered... I responded to your comment specifically, and I said why it was a bad idea. I'm sorry, that's stupid. I said why it was stupid. Because you're saying to eat the human fruit when I don't want a devil fruit. So that means I don't obtain any new characteristics, right? But then all that happens is I lose the ability to swim. I just become an anchor and gain nothing. That is bad. What do I think of Chainsaw Man? I think Rizu's very good. You want a devil fruit that's able to... I don't want to give up the ability to swim, basically. You gotta go. See you later, Husab. Which anime do I consider in the big... Okay, there's no way you're asking this question. There is no possible reason this is still a question. People are not still asking, what do I consider to be in the big three? This is not a question. The big three is the big three. It's not an opinion. It's just a thing. Just a thing. Am I in the big three? Yes, clearly. If you're calling me fat, then okay, fine. I am. Best romance for me, Snow White with red hair. A good slice of life. Bartender Glass of God. What do I think about Chainsaw? I already answered that one. Favorite anime? I do not currently have a favorite series. But if that's true, why does he not abuse this throughout the anime? It's not. You mean Blackbeard's ability to like turn into darkness? How many? Okay, first of all, I assume there's going to be certain targets and well, he's not after every single devil fruit, so he's going to have priority targets. Then there's the conditions, right? If he has to immobilize somebody or incapacitate somebody or kill somebody so he's able to set things up so he can like completely block out light and do all the things, that's not easy to do. His enemies are not going to let him do this. And we've already seen him like steal, like we've known he's taken multiple devil fruits for his crew at this point in time. So like he is doing it. We've only just seen him do it this one time with Whitebeard. The big three is the three most dominant anime that came around the same time, all three being inspired by... So, like, the Dragon Ball... The Dragon Ball part is not relevant. The inspiration from Dragon Ball is not relevant. It's the three dominant series that were on top of Shonen Jump during that era of the early 2000s. Like, yeah. Can you read my new last message? Hockey of Shanks... or Strength of Whitebeard. Here's the thing. I wouldn't, like... I have no reason to have either of these. I guess, like... I guess the Strength? Because, like, I don't need Conqueror's Hockey. We don't really see Shanks use armaments that much. We know he has good observation hockey, but, like, I guess it would be useful. But, like, the problem is, if I take Whitebeard's strength, I would die. I would physically die. Because my body would not be able to handle that. Because if my muscles could generate that much force, my body would shatter. It would tear itself apart. So, like, I guess observation hockey. Do I think the big three? Yes. Favorite anime? I do not have a favorite anime at this point in time. Be the strongest man in One Piece, or is the strongest beast... Be the strongest man in One Piece, or is the strongest beast in One Piece, and they're... I don't even understand what that means. Literally, like, one for all with untrained... Pretty much, it's the same kind of idea. Like, your body is more than just muscle tissue. If you had incomprehensible levels of strength and a body that could not handle it, you would destroy yourself. Have I seen Darling in the Franxx? I dropped it. I do not have a favorite series, as I tried to explain. Do I like Promised Neverland? I have not seen Promised Neverland. How do I watch so many animes? I've been watching anime since 1994. Lord of Mysteries, haven't seen it. Would you rather be the strongest man in One Piece or the strongest beast? But the strongest Kaido's the strong. Like, you mean like the strongest animal? Like what, Zunisha or something? I don't want to be an elephant. I don't want to be a whale. Like I don't want to be. I want to be me. But like, I have no reason for that kind of. I have no reason for it. Kaido. So basically, would I rather be Kaido? No, I don't want. I don't want to be Kaido. I don't want to be a violent, abusive drunk who who tortures their child and keeps them imprisoned on an island, and then like kills off their crew whenever I feel like. Nah. Also, Camino, thank you for the rose. Do I think Berserk fits the big? No. Oh, in terms of mature, but okay. So, Kuju, the big three has nothing to do with maturity. It's not the point. The big three has nothing to do with how mature the content is. The big three is purely a performance statistic. It's these three series dominated Shonen Jump during that era. It has nothing to do with maturity. I'm ending the stream in about 2 or 3 minutes because my phone is literally about to die. No, just the strength and their. I don't want a devil fruit. I objectively do not want a devil fruit, but I also objectively don't want someone else's strength. Any strength that I have, I want to earn it myself. I'm gonna go to the gym, get off my lazy butt, and earn the strength myself. I do not want it just handed to me. I don't want to just, here you go. Let me earn it. Whatever I get is what I get. Why don't people in One Piece abuse environmental factors? I mean, sometimes they do. I mean, if you mean like knocking people into water, we've seen people do it. We've seen people do that all the way back in like East Blue. See you Monday? Okay, I'll see you Monday. We'll be live again tomorrow though. If you mean the Twitch stream, then yes, we'll be live on Twitch on Monday. I have seen Berserk. People say that MHA, JJK, or Demon Slayer. I mean, I like those. But here's the thing. There is no new big three. There is no new big three. It's just not the same. You can say these are like currently the most popular shonens that are airing right now. It's a different question. It's a different question. The big three is a one-time thing. Probably. We're probably not going to see that level of dominance for that level of time, for that length of time ever again. It's just not the same thing. You could say these shows are popular, or they're doing really well, or like they're the biggest battle shonens. Okay, maybe, possibly. I don't look at the statistics. Luffy does not fight on the sun under that law. Luffy does not fight. What are you talking? What? The big maturity three? I mean, that's again, okay. You guys lost me. I'm not just trying to say that. I'm saying that's all over the internet. I know. I know it's all over the internet. But there's also a lot of nonsense all over the internet. People are still debating what the big three even is. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Kingdom, I have not seen. Rukia is... What? Chat, are you okay? I know we've been live for a while. Are you okay? Do you need therapy? I think some of you need therapy. Am I Scottish? No. I'm not at all. I'm not in any... Yeah, I'm not at all Scottish. What is actually going on? Sometimes I wonder that. You know, sometimes chat is great, and sometimes you guys just confuse the hell out of me. I love Kingdom. I think you'd like... I mean, I'll get into it eventually. I will get into it eventually. The One Piece is the... No. Okay, no. What's going on in the world... Wait, what's going on in the world right now? I mean, in the anime community... I mean, the anime community is always weird. The anime community is always weird. I just only really interact with them here. Like in chat. I know I'm not British either. I actually, no, wait. I have a little bit of Wales in me. Like a tiny bit of Wales in me. I'll be 34 soon. I definitely recommend I definitely recommend the manga, though the first 2 seasons of the anime are rough. Of what? Was the One Piece the One Piece was not the friends we made along the way. No, I'm not Swedish. Thank you, Ramsey, for the follow. My phone is going to be dead in 1%, so I'll be disappearing very soon. Have I ever been depressed by an anime? No. I'll say an anime has made me feel sad, but depressed, no. No, an anime has never made me feel depressed. Tomorrow's live stream will be probably tomorrow. Tomorrow is my cousin's birthday party. So I might do a live stream like in the early afternoon as opposed to the night because I'll be at a party tomorrow. So yeah, no, it will be earlier. It'll be earlier tomorrow. No, I'm not Chinese. I did not like Darling in the Franxx. I'm sorry. Is that no? I do not have any posters. I only have paintings. I do not collect. I don't collect posters. What did I think about B? I have no idea. Death Note? I like the first half. Okay, my phone is literally about to die, so I will answer 5 more comments before we call it for the day. Don't forget to follow on Twitch. Do I read the One Piece manga? I used to. Right now I don't. Maybe I will again at some point. See you later, Ramsey. I'll be back tomorrow. Do I like this profile picture? I can't tell what it is. What do I think about Spider-Man and the first Spider-Man movie? I love the first Spider-Man movie. Classic. Loved it. So 3 more. What do I think about Dragon Ball Super? I didn't really like the first run through, but we are getting a remake, and I will watch it, and I will definitely keep you posted as that comes out. Goblin Slayer, great series. First series I saw was Dragon Ball. Do I establish with the weird anime community? That doesn't make any sense grammatically. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense grammatically. If I were to force to take a random quirk or a random stand, easily random stand. See you later, Savvy. See you later, Ivan. And the people are weird in anime community. People are weird everywhere. You're all weird, and that's okay. That's okay. All right, guys, my phone's gonna die. I'm calling it here. See you tomorrow. Follow me on Twitch, please. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Come on. There you go.